Good evening, Taverners. How are we all doing? Oh, again, we're late again with the lights. What's going on? Let's change the lights. What should we have? Let's have red. Let's have red for the St George's Cross. We're all patriots tonight, aren't we? How are we all doing in the chat? Good to see everyone. It is Norway versus England World Cup. Quarter final time. What are we saying, folks? What are we saying? I've got to say, I'm really struggling to see England going through tonight. I know people, come on, Key, get behind. I genuinely think England are going out tonight. I think our race is run. I think that's it. What are you saying? What are we saying? Right, hang on a minute. Let me get my old TikTok audience on. Where are we? Right. So, what channel are we on here? What channel is this? Is it BBC One or ITV? Tell me it's ITV. That's not a bad omen for England. BBC, surely. No, it's ITV. Don't like ITV coverage for England. BBC all the way. XX Riles 2-1 England. Shell says, have a go England, just keep Pickford safe. Andy, you said England had no chance against Mexico. You were wrong. Exactly. I know. Key your rage bait. It's not rage. How's it rage bait? It's not rage bait. We've got bloody Haaland up front against us today. Christ, Congo centre forwards gave us an hard time. Panama had goals ruled out. Croatia scored 2 past us. They've got a bunch of old fogies, OAPs up front. They put 2 past us. Ghana should have definitely beat us. Pickford and whoever should have been set. Honestly, I'm telling you, I can't believe people are so. It gets in people's heads. It's coming home. It's absolutely not. It's staying. That's what it is. It's staying. It's not coming home. The only thing coming home is them boys on the plane. Come on. Get real. Gary, how's it going? Shell, hope you're okay, Key. You haven't melted away, have you? I've not quite melted away. But I didn't realise that I'd set the schedule at 9:30. I did it last night. I got excited last night and I thought, do you know what? Why it's England, we'll go half an hour live early. Half an hour early before it. And I thought the game was going to get delayed. I really thought it was going to get delayed to 11 o'clock start. So I went and had a little nap. I thought I'll go and have a little nap and we'll be fine. Let me turn the chat on. Come on. I know you're all going to start whinging at that. Key, the chat's not on. But yeah, I had a little nap just to make sure that we were all good, ready for it. Key Thomas slacking. Never slacker. Hardest working fella this side of the Mississippi. Hi Key, how are you and your family? Come on England, beat those Vikings. Me and the family are very good, mate. Well, I think they are anyway. They're out in, 2 of mine are out in Spain. My wife and my little girl. I said you was asleep. I was. I really thought it was going to be an 11 o'clock start. So what I did was I set my alarm for like 20 past 9, 25 past 9. And I got up and I was like, right, I'll wake up. And what I'll do is I'll roll over and I'll be like, oh, right, it's been moved to 11 o'clock. And that'll give me like an hour to wake up and just refresh. I might even have a cold shower. Be fine. Because it was all certain it was going to be an hour delay. Then I woke up and I looked at my phone and I was like, oh, this weather's fine. I've got 15 minutes. Everyone was saying it was certain it was going to get delayed. So, yeah, I was running around like a divvy. Cammy McFarlane, thank you very much for the follow. Appreciate you. Very much appreciate you. Right, come on. Let's get the old... Oh, for God's sake. Say hello to everyone. I'm not ignoring you people. Welsh, Tuchel's not singing the national anthem. Outrageous. Get him gone. Get him gone. It's gonna come home just a spite key. Everyone's favourite anti-patriot. I'm really not anti-patriotic at all. I love England. I absolutely love England. But, I don't think we're going to win tonight. Row, row, row. Sorry. We've got a barbecue. We've got a barbecue party literally next door to where I am. Got the office here and we're literally just next door. Someone's having a big garden party. And I've just heard, like, I don't know if you could pick it, you might have picked it up on the mic. Someone going, England! Giving it the full fat les Vindaloo. Right, referees, come on. They're not Argentines, are they? R.I.P. Ken Bates. Absolutely, yeah. Such a shame. Ken Bates. Dermot Monahan as well has passed away today. Premier League quality incoming. England will destroy this lot. Haaland 1, England 4. You'll be saying after tonight, Adam, you were correct. Crash the party. Stream field trip. Yeah, we'll all dive in. Go on. Jaden Adams, of course, yeah. Do you know what, Jaden Adams? Yeah, South Africa. Poor fella. Died in Cape Town. I've just realised, I've just heard the news as well, that they've released that fella for Anne Widdecombe. So they've got nobody... Bloody hell, everything's going mad in that one. Anyway, we're going off on a tangent. But yeah, truly sad to hear all the people passing away. And... sending love to their families. Very sad. Bonnie Tyler. It's been a bad couple of days, hasn't it? It's a really bad couple of days. He was only 25. Ken Bates. Oh, the South African... I was going to say Ken Bates definitely wasn't 25. Ken Bates had a very good innings. We're forever Everton. Couldn't care about politicians like that. F them all. Hey, at the end of the day, you don't have to agree with her. You don't have to agree with anything she said. She didn't deserve what happened to her. Nobody deserves that. Ken Bates was 94. Christ, I wouldn't mind be... Well, I say that. Everyone say I won't mind. You know, if you get to your 90s, you've done very well. But depends what state you're in when you're in your 90s. I think most people would be quite happy to go in the 70s, but you know, still have all the faculties and everything. Well, again, changes for everyone, I guess. But 94. He's had a good life anyway. Ken Bates bought Chelsea for £1. He did. Right, there we go. We're coming, it's coming. He scored in 10. Adam says, born in South Africa, been in Cape Town, and Cape Town today has been South Africa weather in Birmingham. Lovely breeze and sunshine. Gamer Guru, it's coming home. Chat, come on England. Three Star says, that's nothing, the dipsticks next door, but one to us decided a bonfire was the order of the day, but not in a safe burning bin, directly on a patch of dried grass, then kept piling branches on. Oh, I love that though. It's mad what English people do when England are playing and it's summer and there's barbecue weather and stuff like that. I remember, I mean, we did this when we was younger. There was people who used to go like that, go and find branches, find anything. There was some lads who pulled out a fence, literally ripped out a fence for something to burn. Right, come on, we're off and underway. Come on, Norway. I'm only messing. Come on, England. Here is your favourite Zulu on the England team. I don't know what that means. I don't know who that means, what that means. Harry Kane, 2 shots on target. 11s. I don't fancy that for some reason. Do you know what? Harry Kane's that good. If he shoots, he nearly always scores. If he gets it on target, put it that way. If he gets it on target, he nearly always scores. So 2 shots on target is probably 2 goals for Harry Kane. Can't believe we're a minute in and we've not even had a chance yet. It's absolutely shocking start for England, this. Absolutely dreadful start. Sacked Tuchel at half-time. We're 70 seconds in, we haven't had a chance, folks. It's not good enough. Truly dreadful. Let's go through the lineups anyway. I can't believe we've not covered the lineups yet. England, Jordan Pickford in goal. Ezri Konsa, Stones, Mark Gay, Nico O'Reilly at the back. Midfield of Elliott, Anderson, and Declan Rice. And then it's a front 4 of Noni Madueke, Anthony Gordon, Jude Bellingham just in the 10, and Harry Kane. Madueke and Gordon. How do we feel about that? For Norway, a bit more straightforward. They have gone with Orjan Nyland in goal, Julian Ryerson, Christopher Ayer, Torbjorn Hegem, and David Muller-Wolf at the back. Midfield is Patrick Berg, Sander Berger, and Martin Odegaard. And then a front 3 of Sorloth, Erling Haaland, and Sheldrup. No Noosa. Yeah, no Noosa. I thought maybe we'd have seen Noosa starting tonight. Let's have a look at Noosa. Where is he? Is he on the bench? Let's have a look at the 2 benches tonight. That's Madueke all over. Beats a man and then massively over it to cross. Yeah, I was going to say, that's probably the first opportunity we've seen from Madueke. Gets to the far side, puts a nothing ball in really and out for play on the far side. Right, so who's Norway got to bring on? Oscar Bob, Jorgen Strand Larsen, Noosa, Tilo Asgard, Wigan legend. England have got Bukayo Saka, Morgan Rogers, Marcus Rashford they could bring on if they need a goal. Maybe Eze as well. Ollie Watkins. Certainly options on the bench for England. I am surprised that we haven't seen more of Ollie Watkins in this tournament, I've got to say. I thought Ollie Watkins would have been involved a little bit more. Key, did you watch the women's single final? Great match. I didn't know. I think I slept through it. Although when was it? No, it would have been this afternoon, wouldn't it? I must have just missed it. I was taking my sister-in-law to the airport today, so I've been out and about. Does John Stones have a club currently? Free agent playing in a World Cup quarter-final. Yeah, listen, he was one that I was mentioning the other day about a centre-back option for Liverpool. Liverpool definitely need a new centre-back, but we don't need a centre-back that is like going to demand like a load of game time. I think someone like John Stones would be perfect for Liverpool in many ways. We need a centre-back who doesn't necessarily demand to start every game, would be relatively cheap on a free, obviously, and, you know, would see a good opportunity there at Liverpool. It's just whether or not he'd fancy it, having been an Everton player before. But, yeah, John Stones on a free, I think, would suit Liverpool in many ways. Don't think it'll happen. Key hates women's tennis, confirmed. Key, raging misogynist. Chooses airport run over watching women's singles final. You could do worse, but his injury record is poor. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, his injury record's probably not brilliant. And well, it isn't brilliant, but it's... I don't really see too many other options at centre-back for Liverpool. The other one that I was looking at was... was the Wolves centre-back. What's his name? Help me out. Uruguayan. One Wolves Player of the Year. Stones to Coventry. England will be out tonight. Well, long ball forward. Declan Rice wins it. It's a little bit... It's not quite settled down, the game, as yet. Norway holding the shape. England are dominating possession, but not really doing a whole lot with it. Probably reflective of the heat, the conditions in the stadium. Apparently it's 28, 29 there, but it feels 44. And there are imminent warnings for lightning and thunder in the region. Again, remember, there only has to be a lightning strike within 9 miles. A 9-mile radius of the stadium. It's a long old way, that. A 9-mile radius of the stadium. If there is a lightning strike measured there, then the game has to stop. Hopefully that doesn't happen, but there's a chance for sure. Reece Stones to Coventry. Nah, he's not going to go Coventry, is he? He's never going Coventry. Here's Nico O'Reilly. Yeah, not great. So, what news do we have then for the England game? What are we saying? Predictions. Seems most people are of the opinion that England will go through, but is that just bluster? Is that just blind patriotism? Do you actually think England will go through? Looking at recent form, looking at how we've played against Congo, Mexico, Panama, Ghana. Oh, Norway are in. Big chance here. Oh, Haaland couldn't quite get it right. Sorloth. England just about clear it away. First real opening goes to Norway. Told you. Told you. Jude Bellingham yellow card incoming here if we're not careful as well. Has Stones got a back pocket in his shorts? I think Haaland's got lost in there. Oh, you spoke too soon, Reece boy. Well, says, by the way, does everyone want a music quiz or a football quiz today? Hey, I'm game for a music quiz. I'd love a music quiz. Yeah, we. Miami's known for it. Florida has tornadoes too. Gloria Estefan, most famous person from Miami. Was she from Miami? I know she was in Miami Sound Machine, but was she actually from Miami, Gloria Estefan? Don't think she was she? She was Cuban, wasn't she? Maybe she was, I don't know. Where was she? No, she was Havana. She was from Havana. Thought she was. Yeah. We'll either win or Haaland will score a shitty tap-in the 90th minute. Taff says, why is Raheem Sterling, Welbeck and Sturridge not playing anymore for England? Very, very different reasons. in all 3 of those cases. Danny Welbeck is 36, nearly 37, probably past his best. Daniel Sturridge has retired, and Raheem Sterling probably should have retired. Yeah, he's playing for Feyenoord, and was recently arrested for driving with certain paraphernalia in his car. Again, very much alleged. Very much alleged. No, wasn't it Balloons, Sarah? I think it was Balloons, wasn't it? Did someone set him up? I don't know, maybe. He might have done. Again, I don't know if that would be such a strong defence. Yeah, I don't know about that. Right, here we go. Ball down the left-hand side for Nico O'Reilly. Too easy, that. Poor again, really poor. Reece says, damn it, why isn't Matthew Upson playing for England? He deserved a call-up. What does Jamie O'Hara have to do to get in this England squad? It's shocking. I mean, to be fair, we've had some bizarre call-ups in recent years. I mean, Jordan Henderson I really like, but I would still say it was a surprise call-up, Jordan Henderson. Great football. Excellent football. Norway. Knock it long. Jinky Boy says Norway. Lots of times. Yep. That's who's playing, mate. You're right. Welbeck deserved a chance. Did he? Over Ollie Watkins, Europa League winner with Aston Villa. Ivan Toney can take a good penalty. I don't think... I mean, listen, if Ollie Watkins hasn't got a game off the bench, really, and he hasn't, neither's Toney, I honestly don't think there's any real need to have taken Danny Welbeck. Danny Welbeck wouldn't have made any difference for this side, would he? He would never have got a chance. It'd have been nice for him maybe in the squad, but at 37, I'll be honest, at 37, if you said to Danny Welbeck, listen, you can come travelling with us all over Mexico and North America for a summer, but you're not really going to get a kick. Or you can spend the summer with your family and get ready for a big Premier League season with Brighton, where you're going to be in the Conference League and playing European football with them. What would you rather? I actually think Danny Welbeck would have much rather stayed at home with Brighton. Yes, Prince Rupert, it's on key. Let's go. Yes, mate. We're all cheering for Norway. Well, not all of us. Some of us. Stephen G, hi Key, how you are? How you been? Are you doing the Argentina game if England win tonight? To be honest, mate, I'm going to see how I feel after this game. If England... I mean, this game could well go on till past 1 a.m. if there's a delay. So we'll have to wait and see. Oh, there's Venus Williams. Surprised she's there and not at... maybe not been watching Wimbledon. Shahid, she was born Havana, Cuba, but moved to Miami, Florida, and lived there. Took American citizenship. Where's Peter Crouch when you need him? Exactly. Jack Wilshere should have been called up. Jackie, are you cheering for Norway? No, I'm only playing. I'm not really cheering for... I mean, I am. I guess I am cheering for England. I don't mind. Whoever scores, I guess you'll see. Maybe I don't know myself. I don't know. If there's a goal for Norway, if there's a goal for England, maybe we'll see at the moment what happens. I don't think I will be upset if England go through. I'm not bothered. I really am not. I just... yeah. I am cheering for England in my own special way. I just don't really care if they go out. Sarah says, talking about Vikings, they reckon they found Alfred the Great's body. Really? Where? Probably under a Tesco or something like that. That's usually where they find that stuff. Did they find, what was his name? Was it Edward? They found him in a car park in Leicester or something like that. Body of a king. It's mad how they're able to identify him for that far back, isn't it? Unless you've literally got a thing buried with you that says, my name is this and this is who I was. Which maybe, I guess they could have done. Not going to get DNA testing for that time, are they? Richard III, that was the one. They made the full film about it, didn't they? Hey, how's it going, Mornmeister? Yeah, Richard III, that's who I was on about, not bloody Edward. And I should know that, actually, because oh, that's a foul. Well done, Gordon. Great play. It's corner for England. Yeah, I remember watching listening to the podcast, the David Mitchell podcast, about kings and queens and all that stuff. Love listening to David Mitchell do that stuff. It's fantastic. Probably tested some teeth or something they found. I know, but they didn't have dental records back then, Reese. Mornmeister, I'm good. How are you? I'm very good, mate. Really good. Enjoying watching football with my community, my people, my guys, my gals. Shahid, it's very a tight match with not many chances. And Pete, I'm angry Sir Roger Hunt hasn't been called up. It's disgusting. England, terrible corner. Unforgivable, that, innit? Honestly, I don't understand that. That's the one thing I'll never, ever get over. If you're a professional footballer, that type of corner should never, ever happen. I can understand over-hitting a corner. I can understand, scuffing it maybe and slipping if it's a, dodgy pitch or whatever. But that, I'm pretty confident my daughter could have had a go at that and knocked it in better. And she's a toddler, by the way. That's not me saying women can't take corners before anyone jumps on me for that. Key, you great big misogynist. He'd lost the Battle of Bosworth Field, which started the Tudor dynasty. Love that stuff. Love it. How are you doing with the heat? It's very hot. That's all I'll say. It's a good job there's not a camera below the desk. I'm only kidding. I'm really kidding. I shouldn't say that. Can you imagine? Yeah, it is very hot, though. I've got my waters. We're all good. We're all good. Jordan, are Norway winning tonight, Key? Are Norway winning? I don't see why not. Yes. Yes, I do. Good ball in. Norway clear it away. Anthony Gordon wins it back. Good football. Billy says, Peep Show, that Mitchell and Webb look was brilliant. Sarah says they found buried in Winchester in a grave marked in a different name. Yay, Rasta! How's it going? A happy Saturday to one and all. All the best to whichever team you guys are supporting. Come on, Spain! Is that you showing loyalty to Raya and Marino? Is that what that's for, Rasta? Well, I was reading back in the 70s, they found a lot of stone tablets, letters, shopping lists, diaries, and stuff by Hadrian's Wall. A lot of stone tablet letters. It is bizarre. I mean, that stuff does fascinate me. That there was, I mean, Christ, we're veering into them. This is the match day tavern in a nutshell. This, isn't it? It really is. It's 19 minutes to England's first. Well, not first, but, an England World Cup quarter-final, and we're talking about bloody Henry VII, Richard III, and finding tablets with writing on at Hadrian's Wall. We've also covered rogue English call-ups, such as Jack Wilshere, Raheem Sterling, Matthew Upson. Why weren't they called up? Transgressions of said people. Good ball in. Oh, and it's flicked on and wide. It's going to be a goal kick. Bellingham probably should have done better there, You don't get this on Sky. England versus Norway with a slice of history lesson. Tell you, you could plonk your kids in front of the Matchday Tavern on a Saturday afternoon and they'd probably learn more than at school at the minute. Never mind history. Never mind history GCSE. Drop them in front of the Matchday Tavern. They'd probably pick up some other peculiar nuances that I don't think you'd want your kids picking up. But, yeah, you know, it's an education. Settle in. Anfield Cop, even after being in us for as long as I can remember, why didn't Thomas Tuchel give David Beckham a call-up? Should have been called up, shouldn't he, just for the beautiful hair. Sarah says his surname is Thomas and it's a Welsh name. Oh, what? Behave. No, don't be throwing that at me. I'm never Welsh. I'm 12% Swedish, we know this. Misogyny and then kids key, let's have a day off. I'm trying to cancel myself. Key Thomas cancels himself. Now. Come on. Norway understand England are not current Brazil. They're being very respectful. Too respectful, I think. If I was a Norwegian, I'd be saying, come on. That's a terrible Norwegian accent. I was so close to doing it. No, if I was Norwegian, I'd be saying in a Norwegian accent, have a go at him. They're there for the take in England. He'll be on the Daily Star front page tomorrow. Stephen G, get your kids to watch England. If they win the World Cup, they see history in the making, as they've not won it since '66. Will they win it in 26, though? Sarah, I'm 3% Nigerian. I'm not Nigerian, though. You're more Nigerian than me. I'm some percentage Cameroonian by marriage. I guess. Default. Sort of. I'm claiming it. You are a Nord Key, you copite. Unsurprising, Liverpool fan supports Norway. I mean, to be fair, Scouse is literally a Scandinavian dish, isn't it? It's a Norwegian. That's kind of where it came from. Great ball. Here's Anthony Gordon on the left-hand side. Up against Ryerson. Good ball in. Far post. Madwecki bounces over him. And Moller Wolf picks it up. Too easy, that. Long ball forward for Haaland to chase, but Stones has got him. Haaland, he's the blue just like his dad. Now he's at the Etihad. Pete says they'll learn more from you than school because it's too hot, too cold, or another but shit reason. He can give us woolly history lessons. Woolly? Oh, because I'm a wool. Because I'm originally from St. Helens. That's absolutely outrageous. It's borderline racism, that. Come on. Stood up far post. Madwecki over his head. No, good touch. Madwecki. Oh, must be. Oh, has that stayed out? Oh, it should be 1-0 England. It should be 1-0 England. Nico O'Reilly at the back stick. And the one time you want him to take a heavy touch, and he actually cushions it quite nicely, but wide. So close, England. Referee's being asked whether or not that went out of play. Did it? No? Don't think so. Oh. Very close. Joel says Dan Burn should have started. I mean, the big question here is why is David Raya not starting for Spain? That's the big question I've got. Don't understand why David Raya is not starting for Spain. Shahid, to be fair, I hope it's a great match and whoever wins deserves to win the World Cup. Well, I've got it right here. I will be bringing it. I will happily gift it to Norway. Scouts just got in, better late than never. Well, that's what I said earlier. I arrived about 5-10 minutes, well, I was more like 20 minutes late, wasn't I? And These lot all gave me grief and said, Key, you're late. It's absolutely outrageous. Why should you be getting away with it if I can't? Hydration break sponsored by Eric the Viking. Well, heads up, by the way. So tomorrow we haven't got a game, and we haven't got a game on Monday either. There is no game until Tuesday the 14th after this. So we need to see whether or not it's worth maybe doing a game 12th or 13th. I don't think we will be able to find one. Sadly, no game. Or if we was doing a game, it'd be a game that was... Nah, we'll swerve it. No game. Bit slowly, chess game, this one. Well, Tuchel, I don't really know what he's asking for here, because the lads, I think, have done about as well as they could have done. Norway haven't really given much to work with. You're doing the Argentina game too. I'd like to, but honestly, I don't know. I'm going to have to wait and see how I feel after this game, because if it's been a long game, extra time, it's still boiling hot, and it's 2 a.m., 1 a.m., whatever time, it's going to be difficult, mate. I might just finish this one and not do the Argentina game. But if it's been all right and I'm feeling okay, I'm feeling alert, and I am now, if I'm feeling alert and with it and awake, then yes, absolutely. Mark says, Key, this game is so difficult for me because my mum was Norwegian and I am English. I support both. Oh, there's, what's her name? What was her name, her then? She's a celebrity. I mean, you can support them all, mate. You can support England and Norway and just enjoy the game. And the good thing is one of your teams is going to be in the semi-final. Montesut says, in Miami, this is known as an arse crack air outbreak. Bill says, why not do players that scored in the Prem on their birthday? That's a very difficult quiz to do. Welsh says, by the way, fun fact, in 2025, chicken tikka masala became more popular than fish and chips, and it's considered the national dish of England. Is it really? I could get on board with that. Maya Jama, that's the one, that's who it was. James, if we win, you'll have no voice left. I'll sound like Harry Kane in his interview. Nathan, sounds like a United fan, 2 teams. Yeah, I'm a United fan and an Arsenal fan. You get a lot of that, don't you? Having some Bacardi at the moment, says Rasta. Oh, nice. A little bit of rum. Not a fan of white rum. Never liked white rum. Much prefer spiced rum, if I'm going to have any rum at all. Generally, I'm not even a lover of rum full stop. I'd much prefer a bourbon. Gamer Guru says chicken tikka is the British national dish. Oh, chicken tikka is the British national dish and fish and chips is England's national dish. So basically what you're saying is the Scots, the Welsh and the Irish consume a huge amount of curry. Welsh, are you doing any streams on the 17th, Key? Let's have a look. What streams are on the 17th? No, it doesn't look like it. No, so we've got the World Cup third place playoff on the 18th, and then the final is on the 19th, but the 17th, there really isn't any games. We've got a friendly between Millwall and Eldense in Spain. You could watch a bit of that. We could watch that. That'd be a weird watch along, a Millwall pre-season friendly. Harry Kane, free kick, just outside the box. Big chance for England. Oh, it's 20 miles over the crossbar. Garbage. Jordan, gonna miss seeing you every day, Key. Well, I've been thinking I might do some, like, I know what you're all gonna say. You're all gonna say, Key, you absolute turncoat. Key, you said you was never gonna do it. Key, you're an absolute fraud. You're a joker. You said you'd never do it. I might do some transfer shows over on Premier League Dad on those days. I might do some, like, talk shows. I might try and test the talk show concept on Premier League Dad. So Premier League Dad is going to be revived in the next couple of days, and we will be doing some stuff over there. So if you've not already, make sure you've subscribed both to the Matchday Tavern and to Premier League Dad. If you're watching on TikTok, you get it anyway. You get it for both. Why have I got a fly on me? Like flies round shit, quite literally. Outrageous. My birthday's the 17th, so I demand a stream. Right, we'll do a talk show stream on you have my word. We'll do it for you, Welsh. Seeing as you're a huge part of the community, we'll absolutely do a 17th stream. How's it going, Mark? Key said he'd never do that. Now he changes his mind. Hopefully Kane's got that out of his system before a pen. He'd never live down sending another pen in the atmosphere. He was, yeah, I mean, listen, we've seen Kane blaze penalties over the bar before for England in big tournaments. Wouldn't be the first time. Last time we had Harry Kane on set pieces, he was shocking. Lovely ball forward. Pickford comes out and claims it. Well done. It's okay, mate. No pressure. Do Millwall have friendlies? Well, again, very true. Yeah, it's. I mean, to be honest, it's a 5:30 kickoff on Friday the 17th. So, yeah. We've got nothing tomorrow. We've got nothing on Monday. Tuesday, we're going to be back for France versus Spain. And possibly the New Saints versus Saba in the Champions League first qualifying round. That might be worth doing. That'd be 7:15, 7:30, 8:15. Oh, we can't. It's going to overrun. It's going to overrun. I'd love to have done the New Saints. That'd been a great game to do. Okay, another free kick for England. Haaland back in his own penalty area. What odds on a Haaland own goal? That's the last place you want centre forwards, back in their own penalty area. They get the red. They get like disoriented because they're in a penalty box and they start. Honestly, centre forwards are the usual culprits for own goals. They are the ones who end up putting it in their own net. They're just so used to when they see a net close up and they see a penalty box, they go, "Oh, bugger it, in the net." Motion sickness. Jordan, I like this ref. Iron, nice chin. Which one? Hey, beat you to it. I've always been quite self-conscious about my chins. Thanks for the compliment, mate. I really appreciate it. Very nice of you. Very unnecessary, though. This jamming down, it's a good idea to do a bit on Premier League Dad. You'll be able to see if the channel is back to normal and you might get a few of those subscribers to come over here. Do you know what the big worry is, Dan, though, is even if I do, if let's say I went back over to Premier League Dad and it immediately went bang, like 20, 30,000 views per game, back to where it was, I'd be like, shit, I've got the Matchday Tavern now, I want to keep that, I like that. So, but I do, I will be doing that. I'm going to be going over and doing bits over there. Mark says, Key, last night I heard your TikTok podcast. You were talking to some other lads. How often do you do it? I don't often do it at all, to be honest, mate. It was one of them where I was awake because I was trying to stay up for this game. My plan was I'll stay up till like 2, 3 a.m. so that when I go to bed, I'll be able to stay up till 2, 3 a.m. tomorrow quite comfortably. And at 2, 3 a.m., it's very lonely. Every bugger else is in bed. There's nothing on telly. It was just me and the dog sat downstairs, and I was trying to kill time until I could go to bed. So I ended up going on a TikTok live and just chatting away nonsense. How's it going, Ethan? Surprising how many people are up at like 2 o'clock in the morning. It was very good. Do it again. All right, fair enough, Mark. Yeah, will do. I'd quite like to do it across all platforms, like to be able to just do it everywhere, but Welsh, I'm tempted to sleep downstairs tonight. Honestly, the best investment, that aircon unit. We bought a I can't even remember what type of aircon unit it is. It cost about 400 quid a few years ago. It's dead expensive on one hot summer, and it's one of them where you just put a pipe out the window and turn it on, and within about 5 minutes the room is icy cold. It's amazing. It's the best thing. Actually makes sleep bearable in this weather. Norway, far post, Haaland! Oh, first shot on target, Pickford save. Look, are Gordon and Madueke really the best wingers that England have to offer? No, not at all. Claim for a foul, but no chance. Norway keep going. Out to the left-hand side for Sheldrup. Haaland is in the area. Good strike, and it's in! Norway in front. Is it going to count? Is it going to count? I think it is. Norway 1-0 up, Sheldrup. And I tell you what, I think Jordan Pickford has a real problem here. Harry Kane is down, holding the back of his leg. Oh, this is bad. Harry Kane, he is absolutely adamant that he's been fouled here. I don't think for a second that he was. I think he's gone down far, far too easily. And he's having a whinge and he's trying to con the ref. And I think we'll see that on the replay. Norway just get on with it. They carry on with it. Let's have a see. Oh, you've got it. No, that's ridiculous, Harry. That's ridiculous. That's not a foul. That's not a foul. And you're not going to get it ruled out for a foul either. And what about Jordan Pickford here? Should he do better? Oh, I'm not sure, you know. I think you'd expect your keeper to do better there. It's a little bit like the Ronaldinho one, isn't it? To some extent. The Ronaldinho goal against David Seaman, where it's a cross-come shot. We saw that in the 2002 World Cup, Brazil against England. And it was Ronaldinho, looked like a cross, and it ends up going in off the far post. Exactly the same type of thing. Sheldrup puts Norway in front. What a hit, son! What a hit! It's not a foul. It's not a foul. Not at all. Never a foul. Checked and cleared, folks. Checked and cleared. Gamer Guru. Now. Let's not have any of that. Let's not turn the chat sour. It was never a foul, Welsh. I agree. Too soft for Harry Kane, that. Oh, he's gone down again in the area. Is it Bellingham this time? Oh, the clear. See, this is what people say, Key, why don't you like this England squad? Could any one of us actually really identify with this bunch, this mob? Diving all over the place. There's not a single bloody redeeming feature in any of them. Kane throwing himself to the floor. What's up with Nico O'Reilly now? Has he chipped a nail? Get up. Shocking. Oh, that actually was that was a bad one. That was a bad one. I take it all back, Nico. I like Nico O'Reilly. Very good player. Montesut says, when is Kane going to give up this diving bollocks? It's true. It's so true. Key likes England, Scotland, Ireland and Wales the same. I do, yes. I feel very similar to all nations. Football's coming home, says Pete. Well, something is. And as it stands, I think we might be seeing England. What's happening? Yes, Rupert. It's a great run down the left-hand side, and it is a foul from Anthony Gordon there on Ryerson. To be fair, it's to no surprise, Anthony Gordon jet-lagged after his coverage of Wimbledon this afternoon. If they think they're going to get away with no call when trying to take out Trump's golf buddy, Kane, good luck. Remember so many times the snide twat did that at the Emirates. He's done it again, Harry Kane. Strike! Oh, nearly again. It was Soloff this time. I'll tell you what, Norway might run away with this if we're not careful. Norway have got us. They've got England right there where they want them. Jordan Pickford. On the wire darts. Hopefully we get knocked out so we can get back to proper football. Not this woke international nonsense that only Northerners care about. Hang on a minute. Northerners? You think it's only Northerners that care about England? Surely that's the opposite. Surely it's the opposite. Southerners care far more. Swifty says Gordon can't beat a man and Madwecki is garbage. Pickford with another save. By the way, everyone didn't ask what my goal for tonight was. My parlay. I've gone with a cheeky both teams to score, both goalkeepers to make 2+ saves. Pickford's already made his 2 saves. I just need an England goal and Norway goalkeeper to make 2 saves. As it stands, England haven't had a single shot on target. Not a single shot on target. Gamer Guru, Norway playing like they are pillaging a village for their ancestors. Good grief. We are really delving into the history tonight. Scouse says, I'm Scouse, not English. And Shell says, that's bollocks. Couldn't give a monkeys. That was the same with me. This is it. I agree. Shell, Scouse. We're all united on this front, aren't we? Whether we're red or blue, genuinely couldn't care less. Key, that was a great clear ball in line. I'm glad you picked it up. I was proud of that. Good play. Kane gives it away. Need better from Harry Kane. He ain't winning the Ballon d'Or playing like this. I'll tell you that for nothing. Needs to do better. Much, much better. Ghana because most Irish, so basically, eh? Pete, I think you should give that World Cup to Tuchel because that's the closest he'll get to it. Yeah, thanks for confirming you're a United fan, Key. I'm absolutely not a United fan. No chance. Yeah, Swifty, we'll move him on. He's a sad sack. We'll just move him on. There you go. He's gone. That was quick. Here's Gay coming forward. Whoa! Nearly give the ball away to Rice there. Oh, he tried to play it to Rice, but Norway nearly intercepted. England have got a big, big job now, second half. 3 minutes to go to half-time. It's funny how quickly this game has gone, hasn't it? So quickly. Oh, here we go now. Counter-attack. If they get this right, this is it. England are in. Norway are in. Haaland, he's got to find him. Soloff, finish it. Finish it. Why was he trying to find Why was he trying to find Haaland there? He could have well put that away. So close. So close. Did you sweep that Archer episode with the joke from when Liverpool took the Welsh water? I've never even heard of that. Had to square that to Haaland then, didn't he? Really did. That was a big, big chance. England giving up opportunities like nobody's business here. Here's Anthony Gordon. Lovely ball over to the right-hand side for Madwecki. Madwecki versus the fullback. Stands it up nicely. Norway put it behind. England corner. 44 on the clock. Good defending. There's Jagger. England corner, Rice, outswinger. Barca want their money back. I think they'll be happy enough, to be honest, with Anthony Gordon. I quite like him. Right, corner, corner, corner. Declan Rice, outswinger, right-footed. England could really do with a goal before half-time. It would be the most undeserved goal of the tournament because they've been resoundingly battered this game. And it's cleared away by Norway. Back out to Rice. Back out to, and now it's an offside. It's an offside. Pete, is your dog okay? I can hear him tottering about. Oh, can you? Yeah, he's fine. He's just settled. He's one of them. He's a funny bugger. He likes to, like, go and settle in about 4 or 5 different spots until he finds the exact spot that he's happy with. He's fine. He's just down here to me right. You good, Dex? I'm not even listening. He's deaf as a post now. He's nearly 13. A good shouting from a German to the English to trigger our ancestry fire and come out second half with that intent. Oh, God. Carl says, Saul off the greedy prick should be 2-0. Butch Jonah should be 4-0. It's an England. It's a bad. That's a bad attempt again by England with Gordon. I think Gordon's having one of his earlier games, early tournament games. He was so good off the bench, wasn't he? When he played against Mexico and against Congo. He changed the game against Congo. But honestly, I don't think it's been his game so far. Here he is, Anthony Gordon. Cuts inside. Lovely ball in. Bellingham. Good strike. There it is. What a goal. It's 1-1 and it's totally undeserved. We've just been critical of Anthony Gordon, but that's incredible from him and even better from Jude Bellingham. 1-1. They're back in it. Bang on half-time. Where's that come from? It's not been deserved at all, but the Lions are back in it. 1-1, baby. Here we go. Yes. Norway 1, England 1. Offside. Behave yourself. It's never offside. It's never offside. Nyland had no chance. It's a great run. Great touch from Bellingham. Really drove forward. Yes, absolutely. Big hugs there between Gordon and Bellingham. Fantastic pass from Gordon, that. Wonderful pass. Bellingham with a perfect first touch. And that's brilliant. That is absolutely fantastic. That's exactly what you want from your number 10. Driving into the area. That's Frank Lampard at his best. Great finish. Absolutely phenomenal. Left-footed, physical, pace, great touch, wonderful finish. Absolutely astonishing. Have a bit of that. Have a bit of that. Solbakken's just launched a bottle at one of his coach's feet and the coach, like slow-mo, looked up at him like, what did I do? I wasn't defending that. England come forward again. They couldn't do it just before half-time, could they? Surely not. Kane with a strike. Good save. Just makes you wonder what England could achieve if Pickford wasn't shite. Yeah, I mean, I think Pickford's been at fault for a good few goals in this tournament. He certainly was at fault for the 2 goals, or well, at least one of the goals for Croatia anyway. Definitely one of the goals for Croatia. Definitely the first goal against Congo. I would say he was at fault for that one there as well. I think you'd want your keeper to do better. Creed, remember a couple of months ago I said Bellingham was a top 10 player in the world and you all laughed at me? I don't think necessarily a goal like this just proves he's in the top 10 in the world. I don't think he is. But I agree with you, that is him starting to play more like it. Wonderful pass, Kane! Must be! Oh, it's third! Is it going to count? I think it is! Is he on? He's off! Oh, it's literally 1 second before half-time. Can we get a check on this, please, sir? Could Harry Kane be onside here? I think he might be. He's not. He's miles offside. Whack! Come on, England. No chance. Wonderful finish that from Kane. But he was offside there. Offside. Yeah, that's one of the Norway saves. I only need one more. I'm good. It's half-time. Half-time. And it's half-time quiz by Welsh. Music by popular choice. What is it? According to Channel 4 public survey in 2003, the top 20 worst songs of all time. Bloody hell. The top 20 worst songs of all time, according to a 2003 Channel 4 poll. Fucking hell. So they've got to be pre-2003. Christ, that reels out most of the audience. Right. Where's my pen? Pre-2003. England, that was phenomenal, that, wasn't it? What an end to that half. 1-1. Agadoo. Itsy bitsy teeny weeny yellow polka dot bikini. Agadoo is third. Oh, I like this. Okay, hang on. Right, top 20 worst songs according to a Channel 4 poll. We Are the Cheeky Girls pre-2003. I don't think there was, no. Venga Bus. Don't think so. Sorry, we're doing our half-time quiz. Well, we're killing some time. Why it's half-time? England are back in the game at 1-1, but we always do a quiz at half-time. And tonight, Welsh Wing has gone with the top 20 worst songs as per a Channel 4 poll. Pre-2003, these, so you've got to go back a bit. Agadoo is third. Bob the Builder. Polka Dot Bikini, yes, get in there. 13th, Itsy Bitsy Teeny Weeny. Can't remember who sang that. What about, I've got one, here we go. What about Kisses For Me by Brotherhood of Man? Absolutely dreadful song. What about, Barbie Girl by Aqua? Cheeky Girl is first, it's correct. Good shout. We are the cheeky girls. Bob the Builder, Anything by Westlife. Yes, Mickey, what a man Bellingham is. Do you know, it was a big celebration for me. Mr. Blobby is sixth. Right, Mr. Blobby. Shut up your face. Yes, Joe Dolce. Hey, what's the matter, you? Why you got the... All that, love that. Achy Breaky Heart. Oh, see, that was a great song. I like that. Miley's Dad, wasn't it? Billy Ray Cyrus. The Birdie song. Look at Me by Jerry Halliwell. Oh, God, yeah. Mi Chica Latino. What was that one that Ricky Martin sang? Not Living La Vida Loca. What was the other one? She Bangs, She Bangs. That was bad. We've had Agadoo. Agadoo was third. Cheeky Girl first. Blobby sixth. Tragedy was a tragedy. Dancing Queen. Sorloth is arse. See, I think Sorloth's done really well up until that moment where he's clean through on goal and he should just put Haaland through. Achy Breaky Heart is ninth. Well done. That's a fabulous shout. I like that. Would never have ever said that. Cha-Cha Slide. I think that was after 2003. I think it was. Anyway. Slide to the left. Slide to the right. Well, hang on a minute. If Cheeky Girls there is number one, what about It's Chico Time? This Old House by Shakin' Stevens is not a bad one. Yeah. He had some bad ones, didn't he? Jude, remember, and he was Liverpool bound. He should have been Liverpool bound. As should Mbappe as well. Informer by Snow. Informer. You know, I lick your bum bum down. That bloody Macarena song. Love the Macarena. Yes. I Am the One and Only by Chesney Hawkes. Can't beat that one. No, that is a bad song. That is the bad. Millennium Prayer is second. Yeah, not good. Our Cliff. Dr. Faken says, Madwecki is the most useless lump of shit to ever play for us. Last Ketchup. Look at Me was 12th. Oh, nice. Look at Me by Jerry Halliwell was 12th. Fast Food Rockers. Yeah. That one. Oh, what about I'm Too Sexy by Right Said Fred. Rock Lobster by the B-52s is not bad. Fast Food Rockers is 5th. Fast Food Rockers. Yeah. Anything that's like that, really. Fast food song. Any step song. Dr. Faken said Harry Kane sprinted 20 metres further ahead than Shitdwecky when we were attacking. Motherfucker was walking. Monster Mash. Spaceman by Babylon Zoo is a good shout. I'm Too Sexy for This Game, says Butch Jonah. The Earth Song. No, Michael Jackson Earth Song is iconic. Don't Stop Moving by No, that was Steps. That was S Club 7, wasn't it? Star Trekking. It's Chico Time is the height of modern pop culture. What are you talking about? Not Saturday Night, no chance. Witch Doctor, though, is absolutely going to be in there. Ooh, ooh, ting, tang, walla, walla, bing, bang. Against All Odds by Westlife and Mariah Carey is 16th. Jesus Christ. Yeah, anything by them. Westlife were dreadful. Spitting Image. Jenny from the Block. New Kids on the Block. What about New Kids on the Block? Oh. Bicycle by Queen. 5, 6, 7, 8 by Steps is 18th. Feels like a radio DJ. In at 18, up 3 places. That was a great goal by Bellingham, wasn't it? That was a really good finish. Running through my head, can't remember the artist, but the video was interesting. Sandstorm by... You think Sandstorm's one of the worst songs of all time? You're off your head. Hanging Tough, yeah, Hanging Tough. By New Kids on the Block. Struggling after that, though. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 left to get. Christ, we're only on half marks. We're only half marks here, people. Our halftime quiz, if you've just joined us, we're doing the top 20 worst songs as per a Channel 4 poll from 2003. Video Killed the Radio Star. That was the first song played on MTV, wasn't it? By the Buggles. I think it was the last song played on MTV as well, wasn't it? Sir Williamson III, you're cooked regardless. I'm not cooked. I'm in absolutely no... I have no issue at all with England and where they finish and whatever. Who else could be there? Did we get... Teletubbies, yeah, Teletubbies not bad. Orville's Song is 11th. Orville's Song. So hang on a minute. Where have we got? From my reckoning, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. Have we? Have we got 4 left to get? I think so. Do you know what? I wonder if there's any like really, really good songs that like were dead popular that they'd have included in this list. Number ones that are really bad. Because We Want To by Billy Piper. Oh my God, yeah, that was bad. George Formby, When I'm Cleaning Windows. Everything I Do. Oh God, I mean, well, that was, I quite like that song. Can't Touch This. Who the fuck is Alice's 19th? Living Next Door to Alice. So we've got, what, 20th, 17th, 15th and 4 to get. Is that right? 20th, 15th, 17th and 4. I don't know, I'll struggle after this one. No idea. Right, we're very, very close to the second half kicking off. Beautiful Day, U2. Ice Ice Baby, Vanilla Ice is not a bad shout. Heart Can't Take the Second Half, says Northville. Hornaldo. Cristiano. We've had Orville's song. Right, okay. Let's get ready to rumble. PJ and Duncan. That should be there. I would be astonished if that doesn't make it. I'm just really struggling. Someone says, Who Let the Dogs Out? Who Let the Dogs Out? Was that pre-2003 or was that a little bit later? The Baha Men, that one, wasn't it? Who Let the Dogs Out? That was a bad song. I'll give you fourth. It's Goodbye English Rose by Elton John. That really? Candle in the Wind? Is that the same song? Candle in the Wind is the fourth worst song of all time. I quite like that. Well, for what it was anyway. One True Voice is 15th. Oh, they were them off bloody Pop Idol or something, weren't they? One True Voice. I don't even remember the song. Don't even remember it. And then we need, what, 17th and 20th? Passport, 1, 2, 3. Focus on the game. Focus on the game? What do you mean, focus on the game? Elaborate. Piano Man by Billy Joel. Cheers, Potato Transformation. Love that one, thank you. 2001 was Who Let the Dogs Out. Hey, and it was. Hey, good shout. Whoever that was who said Who Let the Dogs Out. Well done. Who Let the Dogs Out. And now we need number 20. Well, we've kind of done it. Thong Song. Yes, Chimey. That's not a bad shout. Cisco. Let me see that thong. Should have been a singer, me. I am worried by, it says Passport. Why are you worried? Worried about what? It's a bit of a big question, that. What are you worried about? Hopefully not more than just England in this second half. Jenny from the Block is 10th. Yeah. Didn't we have that one? Someone said that one earlier. I think you've already given that one, haven't you? It's only 20th, isn't it? Only 20th we've got left. By my reckoning. And the players are in the tunnel. Mr. Bombastic. Mr. Bombastic. Reggae Fantastic. I only remember that from Ali G. The amount of adverts ITV has is unbearable. Truly, madly, deeply. Welshwing says 20th was late 70s, early 80s. Oh, God, that rules me out then. Do you know what? If it's a really, really good... Is it a Christmas song? Late 70s, early 80s. Yeah, Piano Man is a classic. It can't be Billy Joel, Piano Man. Can't be. It'll be a song by Wham. No, 80s. Late 70s, early 80s. Abracadabra. That's Life, C'est la vie. Anyone Can Fall in Love. Anyone Can Fall in Love. Oh, that's the EastEnders theme song, isn't it? Well, EastEnders started in 85, so it wouldn't have been 70s, I don't think. EastEnders was, I'm pretty confident, Anita Dobson. But EastEnders started in 1985. So it was a Christmas #1, but it wasn't a Christmas song. Christ, whenever people say that, a Christmas #1 that you can name that wasn't actually a Christmas song, I always just go to Rage Against the Machine. Every loser wins. Oh, that was a bad one. Eze's coming on. Who for? Who for, Chris Kamara? Bukayo Saka's coming on. Who for, Chris Kamara? Surely it's Madueke and Gordon. Is it Madueke and Gordon coming off? After Gordon finished the half so strongly, I feel like that'd be harsh. I wouldn't take Gordon off. Madueke and Rice. Whoa, Declan Rice is coming off. Eze comes on. Which, ooh, that is a bold move, I've got to say. It was Grandma We Love You. Grandma We Love You. That was... who sang Grandma We Love You? Grandma We Love You. St Winifred's School Choir. Oh, of course it was. There's no one quite like Grandma. A primary school choir got #1. Rice has been ill, apparently. He's playing like it. He's been playing like he's ill. Right, come on. Second half. Here we go. England get us underway. Eze on for Rice. Bukayo Saka on for Madueke. Probably the right move, certainly for the Saka one. England play it long, straight from kick-off. Norway come back with it. 4-3-3 now. I don't really know what formation England will take here, to be honest. I imagine a lot will be asked of Elliot Anderson. Maybe Bellingham might be forced to play a bit deeper. Sure, that's not ideal, but they'll ask Bellingham to drop a little bit more. Bezzy says, Key, you were saying during the season that Eze will never be in the England squad for the World Cup. I know, yeah, I did say that. 4-3-3 now. Possibly, yeah. Possibly. Yeah, Bellingham already looks a little bit deeper, doesn't he? But Gordon on the ball, I think, is a good sign. I think Gordon grew it. He's obviously grown into the game. Kane with a foul. That's a free kick, referee. Free kick to England, edge of the box. Yeah, Sander Berger. That was a dive again, wasn't it? It's the one thing, and do you know what? My biggest issue with Harry Kane, it's the scream on the way down. He's going down. If you're going down, you're going to take a dive, fine. You don't need to go down like you've been shot. Just go down and look at the ref instead of screaming. Swifty, he doesn't like Mainu, the manager. Declan Rice does look poorly there, doesn't he? I just don't think he has massive faith in Mainu. And with good reason as well, in fairness. Told you Eze would go. I don't think he's gone because he's good. I don't think he's gone because he's good. Still think he's gone because Cole Palmer was unfit. It's the only reason. And the only reason that because Foden got dropped by City. Foden had a terrible season and Palmer's not fit. Palmer's fit, he starts. Eze, free kick. He is going to take it. Eze, goal kick. That's why he shouldn't have gone. That's why he shouldn't have gone. Can't hit a cow's arse with a banjo, Eze. Gordon's been our best player. No, he's not. He was shite. He was shite up until the goal. Can we have a VAR check on that free kick, sir? Thank you for the quiz, by the way, Welsh. Apologies, yeah. Thank you for the quiz. I've just realised we didn't say thank you. The top 20 worst songs as per a 2003 Channel 4 poll. Number 20, Grandma We Love You. 19, Who the F is Alice. 18, 5, 6, 7, 8. Who Let the Dogs Out. Against All Odds. After You've Gone by One True Voice. Everything I do it for you, Brian Adams. Itsy Bitsy Teeny Weeny Yellow Polka Dot Bikini. Look at Me by Jerry Halliwell. Number 11, Orville's Song with Keith Harris. Number 10, Jenny from the Block. 9, Achy Breaky Heart. 8, Barbie Girl. 7, Because We Want To by Billy Piper. Chris Evans, super fan. Number 6, Mr. Blobby. Number 5, Fast Food Rockers. Number 4, Candle in the Wind. Very strange shout. Number 3, Agadoo. Push Pineapple, Shake the Tree. Number 2, Millennium Prayer. And number 1, Cheeky Girl. Should have got me Cheeky Girl hot pants out for that one. Gordon is a shit rat. Rice is having leg issues due to overplaying. He needs to come off. He isn't at his best. Right, Norway building up down the left-hand side with Moller Wolf into Sheldrup. Sheldrup being held up by Bukayo Saka. Keeps it in, does he? No. It's going to be a throw-in. Does he give it a goal kick? What's he give? Well done, Bukayo Saka. Good defending. It's a throw-in. Karma for Rice turning his back on his country and jumping ship. It always catches you. Oh, that's brilliant play. Absolutely fantastic play by Bellingham. Not a great pass, but well done. Wonderful play. Starting to grow into the tournament, isn't he, Bellingham? Feel like we're starting to see the best of him. Could be a future England captain. Is temperature a factor today? Yeah, I mean, it is. I guess we've got... Well, I wonder how the players are coping in the stadium. It's not an air-conditioned stadium, I don't believe. Apparently it feels 44 degrees in Miami. Oh, that's a lovely ball. Haaland gives it away. Great defending. And now Eze comes forward. It's a bit of a basketball game at the minute. Eze over to Saka. He's got Kane in the middle if he can find him. Saka, strike, block, poor. Very poor. Should do better there, Saka. Shahid Key, you doing any matches on Monday? No. At this moment in time, what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be doing some lives over on Premier League Dad. So if you haven't already, make sure you've subscribed to Premier League Dad. We'll be doing some live chat style shows. I'm going to try and see if I can get a phone-in type thing going. Maybe people can have a chat to me over there if you want to dial in, if you want to. It's going to be difficult. I don't know if I'll be able to, but I'm going to see if I can. Ooh, Pickford, what are you doing? It's going to be a corner to Norway again. Bit of a dodgy decision from Jordan Pickford. Decision making from Pickford tonight's been questionable at times. That's going over the bar. It's landing on the roof of your net. What are you doing? He's haunted there by Divock Origi, isn't he, Pickford? He's absolutely haunted by the memory of Divock Origi. Pushes it over the crossbar. He's panicking. He's panicking. Locke starting to grow. He's been England's best player this tournament. He's been England's best player in the last couple of games. I don't think he's been England's best player this tournament. Not for me. He's done well. He's up there, but I think you'd struggle to look past Harry Kane. Kane in the big moments has turned up. Haaland, header, Pickford pushes it away again. Probably a chance that realistically you would have expected Pickford to save that comfortably. Typical Pickers there, gives those corners when there's no need to, and he's done it again. Take it easy, Shell. See you soon, lovely. .53 on the clock. Corner to Norway. Haaland header that didn't need to be had. Bellingham's easily our best player this tournament, says Swifty. Okay, hey, listen, I won't fight you on it. I just think Bellingham's had some disappointing moments as much as anything, but he's certainly scored. Scored obviously the 2 against Mexico, scored a wonderful goal tonight, scored against Panama off the corner as well. Norway corner. Oh, that was so close. I think it's going to be another corner on the far side. Nearly Norway 2-1. England looking nervous. They're looking nervous and ropey at the back. There's a flick on at the near post, and I think it's me. Is it John Stones? John Stones get a flick. Liam O'Connor, have you got a dodgy box? No. Here. Virgin Media. It's on ITV1. Don't need a dodgy box anyway. Even if you did. Free to earn on ITV1. If you're in the UK, I don't know where you are. Corner to Norway. Left-footed, in-swinger. Header, strike! It must be! It is! It's 2-1 Norway! Woohoo! It's 2-1. England have got it all to do again. And again, it's a poor moment from Jordan Pickford. He's been an absolute disaster this tournament. He's got to do better there. He's got to do better there. And it's an easy tap in at the back stick off the corner for Hegem. The Bologna centre-back. Lysaka Hegem. 2-1 Norway. Now what have you got, England? Now what have you got? Let's see what they're made of, folks. Front post, Elliot Anderson goes down. That's so soft and so typical of England. It's a header. Oh, there might be an offside, maybe. I don't know, there might be an offside. There might be an offside. It's the only thing that might save England, possibly. Oh, I don't think so. That's never a... No, you're not going to get a check for that one. The old Key Thomas on VAR says absolutely no check. No check. No check. 2-1 Norway. Never, ever, ever in a million years are they ruling that one out. He's going looking at it. Oh, this ref, what are you doing? Oh, it's never a foul. Soft as shite. They are soft as shite. Soft as mince. Behave yourself, that's a foul. Get up. Get up. Never giving a foul for that. That's not a foul. Christ, you give a foul every corner for that. That's never a foul. Come on, ref. Have some balls and stick with your original decision. Show some guts. After review. Number 21. Yeah, fuck. It's never a foul. It's never a foul. It's never ever a foul. Ridiculous. Back to 1-1. No wonder people think football is a soft sport. Yeah. Pfft. Norway won. England won. Goal chalked off. That is about as bad as it gets. England have been very, very lucky. Very lucky. Three stars. If that had been against Liverpool, you'd have wanted it ruled out, Key. No, I wouldn't. No, I wouldn't. I'm sorry. That's shocking. What's it? Has he have a corner? He's kicked the corner again. Why? Oh, so he said the foul took place before the corner, so the corner is the restart. Ah, now then. Now it's a corner. Corner to Norway again. Oh, do you know what? I hope there's a little scuffle and they go down and get a penalty. I hope there's a little nothing. A little nothing. I hope he goes like that and he goes and blows on him and that's enough to get him down. Absolutely shocking decision, referee. Left-footed, in-swinger again. What have you got, England? Come on. Good ball in. And England clear it away. If England win this, I don't think we deserve it, says J-Star Trading. I think you're right. I think you're absolutely right. Norway have been the better side. Oh, no. And now Ryerson's down injured. That might be the end of his tournament. Give Clement Turpin an MBE. You're English rooting against them, you absolute melon. Have you just assumed my nationality, you absolute bigot? Key is upset by the disallowed goal. I'm upset. You know what I'm upset by? I'm upset by the foul being that being given as a foul. I think that's ridiculous. Two of the greatest left backs ever to play the game there, sat next to each other. Roberto Carlos and John Arne Riise. Okay, number 14 about to come on for Norway. That is Benfica's Arsnes, Fredrik Arsnes. Ryerson off, Arsnes on. Has anyone told these divers it's a contact sport? Well, it's supposed to be a contact sport. No, I can just hear your accent, you spud. Well, your accent doesn't necessarily dictate where you're from. Come on. Come on, don't be a bigot all your life. You're better than that, mate. You're better than that. I can tell that just by the username you've chosen. User 936295619264991. It's a very, very, very clear bigoted view by you. Prince Rupert, so what? His dad happened to play for an English team at the time. Players should always be able to choose in that situation. And Erling grew up in Norway. He did. I agree. I think Erling Haaland absolutely is Norwegian. And he elected early. That's the important thing. Sarah says, Key, Spain beat Germany in the Under-19 Championships. Yes, viva la Spain. Pickford would lose in penalties, says Butch Jonah. Agreed. Absolutely agreed. Accident waiting to happen, Jordan Pickford. Reese is one of the best. Yeah, I would say so. If you're naming the top 20 left backs over the last 20 years. Yeah. I tried to take Key Thomas as a melon, but it was taken. Should have tried Key Thomas as a lemon then, maybe. Try various other fruits. Key Thomas is a plum. Norwegian with a Manc accent. Yes. Haaland. Jamie says, Key, just remind everyone that you are a fellow patriot, but you want England to lose because no Liverpool players were picked. Oh, God, you're always reminding me of that. United overlook. Look at that. We've got Mainu in the squad. Yeah, hasn't got a fucking kick all tournament though, has he? We've got Rashford now. We claim Rashford. Yeah, I bet you do. You claim Rashford, no problem. You didn't want him 12 minutes ago. Rasta, it's a contact sport, Key. The ref gave one to England. Yeah, absolutely. That's shocking. Bad decision from the referee. Very bad decision. Never a foul. And if it had happened the other way, they'd all be whinging. Norway on the counter-attack. Out to the right-hand side. Arsnes more of a central midfielder, so probably not a natural replacement for Ryerson. Haaland elected early, you're right, no issue there. Rice and Grealish were a little more tardy in declaring their allegiance. Yeah, agreed. Henceforth the problem. Norway, down the right-hand side, ball pulled back, and it's out for a goal kick. It was a two-handed push by Haaland. No, was it balls? Never a two-handed push. Put it this way, however much strength you feel there was in the push, it was never enough for Elliot Anderson to literally fly backwards off 2 feet. It was never that fast, that strong. We've had 3 changes of the permitted 10. Eze for Rice, Saka for Madueke at half-time. And just a moment ago, Ryerson, Borussia Dortmund's full-back, went off with an injury, replaced by Benfica's Frederick Arnez. Bit of a change in system, I would imagine, for Norway. It might mean that maybe the natural replacement would be that Sander Berge would drop into left-back, possibly. Right-back, sorry. Prince Rupert, for what it's worth, if you do knock us out here, I'll be rooting for England to win it. I usually do root for you since Norway are never in it. Well, for what it's worth, mate, if England do get knocked out by Norway, I'll still be rooting for Norway. Scout says, can we bring on Jordan Henderson with his broken arm? Long ball at the left-hand side. Here's Gordon. Can he keep it in? No, he can't. Thoughts on the Norway goal? Shot or cross? I think it was a cross, and I think Pickford should have done better. Cafu, Kaká, Del Piero, Fabregas, Djorkaeff, Romario, and Ronaldo all in shot there. Wow. Best amount of talent in a single camera shot there. And I don't know who was the best centre-forward out of all them. Probably Romario. I think Romario was the best centre-forward. Not sure I've seen one better than him. What's wrong with England today? What's wrong? I don't think it's necessarily anything wrong with England. I think we've flattered to deceive for most of the tournament. I don't think we've played really well in any game particularly. I just think we've had big moments that have turned games on their head. And, you know, you look at the Congo game, England were absolutely appalling in the first half. Probably should have been 2-0 down at half-time. They somehow scrape it in at half-time to 1-0. And then 2 moments, Harry Kane just out of nowhere. Here's Gordon, stands it up, far post. Kane, far post. Good defending, really good defending by Wolf. Romario was a beast. Yeah, Romario was incredible. Brendan says, this is the problem with slow-mos. I am real-time. That is never enough to knock Anderson over. It isn't. It's not. Arsene Wenger in the stands, or should we say Arsene Winger. Pathetic FIFA stooge. Lost all respect for him. Again, have you heard the news about how they're planning to potentially change the penalty shootout? Or there was rumours that they're looking at changing something so that penalty shootouts come before extra time. I don't know if that's something that Arsene Wenger in his role at the at FIFA and the IFAB would be interested in. Noosa to come on for Norway. Yeah, I thought that was an interesting concept. Penalty shootout to take place before extra time, and the winner gets an extra point, 0.5, so that whoever the 2 teams are playing second in the extra time, then the winner of the penalty shootout gets an advantage. I actually wouldn't mind it. I don't hate it as a concept, I've got to say. So basically scrapping extra time. No, not scrapping extra time. You still play extra time. It's just that penalty shootouts don't mean, like, they're not as much of a flip of a coin. So, for example, imagine a scenario, right? Imagine right now, Norway and England finish 1-1, right? And there's a penalty shootout. The winner of, let's say England win the penalty shootout. England win the penalty shootout. They would then go into extra time, 1.5. Norway would be on 1. So England would be default, if it finishes after 30 minutes of extra time football, 30 minutes, England will go through, if there's no goals. Norway would then have 30 minutes to attack England, but they would know that only 1 goal would put them through. because they would be on 2 and England would be on 1.5. I actually quite like that as a concept, but it's being looked at apparently for the next tournaments, future tournaments, as a way to minimise the flip of a coin nature of penalty shootouts. Someone mentioned it in here the other week or the other day, and I had a look at it. It's a concept that seems to be being looked at. Sound shit. Why are we trying to fix something that's not broken? I mean, they're doing all sorts of stuff in football with rules, aren't they? We've changed VAR. We've now got goal line technology. We've got they've brought VAR in for corners and things like that, not just for offsides in this World Cup. Time wasting penalties for minor shoves and oh Christ, hang on 1 second. Right, hydration break, sorry. Reece James is coming on. Reece James? I thought he was still injured. Will it put less pressure on the players, maybe? Possibly. It would mean that you wouldn't get a team going into extra time. Let's say you had, like, I don't know. Let's say Norway have defended for their lives for 90 minutes. And that's not happened. But let's say it had. And then we get to extra time. If they're a goal down or they're 0.5 down, they have to attack. It would change the whole dynamic. Andrew, son of beef, what's the score so far? It's Norway 1, England 1. Reece James coming on for Anthony Gordon. Does that mean Nico O'Reilly into midfield, maybe? Scuba says, so you're going to take players off for 20 minutes or more for PKs and then make them play 30 minutes extra time? Well, you don't take players off for 20 minutes or more. You just do a penalty shootout, which can be done fairly quickly, can't it? You can have a penalty shootout wrapped up in 10 minutes or so. And it'd make the extra time more interesting. I don't get the James sub to play in midfield. Is he going to play in midfield or is it going to be Nico O'Reilly maybe? Or maybe, yeah, maybe Reece James. He is, isn't he? It's a bit of a change in system. Maybe we've gone with... Maybe he's playing like more of a right wing back. Oh, what are they doing here, England? What are they doing? The hydration break has really messed it for England already. We look so disjointed. And the changes from Tuchel... England look a little bit all over the place at the back, I've got to say. What's England's other bench options? England's other bench options that we've not yet brought on. Ollie Watkins, Ivan Toney, Jed Spence, Morgan Rogers, Marcus Rashford, Kobbie Mainoo, Jordan Henderson, Trevor Chalobah and Dan Burn. They are the only options left for England. For Norway, they've got a couple of players you'd expect to come on at some point if they're chasing the game. Maybe Jorgen Strand Larsen we'll see at some point. Maybe Jens Petter Hauge as well, who had a great season last year for Bodo Glimt. Thilo Asgard has shown he can make a difference as well in the big moments. Yeah, Rab, you said that about 20 minutes ago, mate. You're repeating yourself. It wasn't funny then, it ain't funny now. Nathan, I thought if anyone goes into midfield, it'd be Stones. Stones in midfield? Maybe, yeah, and then Konza goes back into centre-back. This is way more nervy than I expected, to be honest. Well, it's out to the right-hand side for Saka. 20 minutes or so left for England. Reece James, lovely ball. No, too heavy. Rodgers and Rashford sounds like an option. Get Big Dan Burn on. There's definitely a little bit more room, I think, for England to go direct. For sure. Oh, that's a brilliant run. Norway have got Haaland in the middle. If he can find him. Great run into the area. Norway, chance. Oh, good defense. Penalty, maybe. Oh, tell you what. Very close. Very, very close. And now Mark Gay's down. Is he injured? No. What's going on? He's got a kick in the back of his leg. It's a little bit sloppy. Prince Rupert, I'm happy either way. Norway have nothing to lose here. We've had a better game. We've had a better World Cup than I thought. I wasn't even sure we'd get out of the group. Norway, fabulous ball. Far post, good header. Really important header that from Konza. Here's Noosa. In the area, this is a great run. And it's good defending. It's a corner to Norway. Tony's been a spur tyre. Get Ollie Watkins on. He proved himself last season for Villa. And Andrew Son of Beef says, didn't Henderson break his hand in the last game? He did, but he's still on the bench. There's John Terry and Ashley Cole. Terry's saying to me, is your missus coming round tonight? Corner for Norway. You keep this up, Key, and the king is going to summon you. I know, tell me about it. I'll be banging trouble. Two best defenders in Premier League history. Behave yourself. Virgil van Dijk and Joel Matip, aren't there? I've not seen Sammy appear in the stands anywhere. Chelsea players, wherever you may be, don't leave your wife with John Terry. Pickford with a shocking punch. Header off the bar. Must be. Oh, have they kept it out? Claim for an handball. It's going to be a goal kick. Oh, so close there. Christopher Ayer. Pickford's having a bit of a howler, I've got to say, and Konza's limping now. Oh, the problems are stacking up for England. Pickford came through a slew of bodies there, but couldn't quite get anything to it. Takes a couple of deflections, and it hits the crossbar. England nearly 2 down. Keith says Van Dijk is not better than Terry. You are smoking. Van Dijk is a million times better than John Terry. It's not even close, that. I don't think anyone would argue John Terry's better than Van Dijk. Van Dijk is a Rolls Royce of a defender. John Terry was an absolute hatchet, man. Shocked he's still on the bench with something to see. No, he was very good, Terry. I did like him as a player. I would say he's probably up there in the top 5 defenders, but for me, don't think he's the best. He's not even in the best 2 centre-backs. If I'm naming my Premier League all-time, I'm not putting John Terry in there. I'd go Van Dijk and Stam. Van Dijk and Stam would probably be my 2 at their absolute peak. 2 best centre-backs to play in the Premier League. Vidic? No, definitely not Vidic. Definitely not Vidic. Again, he was another one. Hatchet, man. Haaland, good defending. So tired of that damn row. Even the Norwegians are a little bit though, aren't they? Yeah, not Carragher. No. Carragher was just John Terry, but not as good. Yeah, he was the same as John Terry in many ways, just not as good. Key, once again, your LFC bias shines through. It's not an LFC bias to say that Van Dijk is better than John Terry. By every metric, he's better than John Terry. He's faster. He's stronger. He's better on the ball. Oh, what a ball! How's that stayed out? Nearly 2-1 to England. Great ball from Saka. Someone had to get a touch from that. Oh, what's that baby doing in the stadium? Get him home to bed. Keith, one of my favourite English keepers is Jack Butland. That's nice. That was very close. Yeah, it's not biased to say that Van Dijk's better than John Terry. Christ, I think Jack Butland would have been a better option than Jordan Pickford in this tournament. Get to bed. It's like 7 p.m. in Miami. Yeah, he's a newborn. That's what you're supposed to do. If you've got a kid at that age, at 7 o'clock, that's when you're putting them to sleep. Hiller says you just called Reece a world-class left-back. Name me 20 better than him. Name me 20 better left-backs than Reece over the last 20 years. You'd struggle. Confirmed Key hates babies. Just don't think necessarily you should have babies in a football match. Dennis. Yeah, Dennis Irwin would be my left-back choice for sure. Dennis Irwin was better than Ashley Cole. Hello, mate. Remember me? I do, Kieran. Yes, how's it going? How are you feeling ahead of the new season? Back in the big time. Gamer Guru newborns have no bedtimes. They sleep whenever, Key. No, that's not true. Gotta get them regimented. Get them in a routine, like the military. Bedtime now! 7 p.m. That's it. England are never going to win anything, are we? Let's be real, says Jordan. Same old every tournament. Joel says Pickford's dodgy. He certainly had a dodgy tournament, Pickford. And, yeah, I think there's probably a big question mark over him after this tournament. I'm good, mate. Nervous. Gary O'Neill's going to be the man to keep us up. I'm sure he will. I fancy Ipswich next year to do okay. Second time's the charm, eh? Norway into the area. Lovely ball. Oscar Bob, was it? Yeah. Flicked on. And it's going to be a corner, is it? Or has he kept it in? I think he has. Good football by Norway again. Excellent football. Haaland's in the area on his own here. Month-old Key asked them to get a job and pay rent. Month? Fortnight. Live under my roof, live under my rules. I'm only messing. I'm a right soft touch. Pickford was great against Mexico. Yeah, he was good against Mexico, but who the pissing hell's that? Who is that? Every time they cut to the crowd, there's a celebrity, but I don't know who that one was. Who would you have taken over Pickford for England's goalkeeper? I think Dean Henderson. He had a fabulous season for Crystal Palace. Won the Conference League. I think absolutely deserved. And I think Dean Henderson, I'm right in saying, has prevented more goals. Like more, I think in terms of XG expected versus... I think Dean Henderson's top of the list in the Premier League over the last couple of seasons. Magnus Carlsen, the chess grandmaster. Ah... Don't like him. Do you know why I don't like him? Did you see that video of him where he was playing that girl? He was playing that girl at chess. This was a few weeks ago, I think. He was at some tournament. And apparently there's a rule where you're not allowed to have your phone on you at the chess table because it can distract or whatever. Anyway, you're supposed to leave him like back in the locker room or whatever. Anyway, this woman sits down and she's about to play him and she says, do you mind if we get a quick selfie? And he goes, oh, yeah, whatever. Takes this selfie with her. And then walks over to the guy who's like one of the judges or whatever. It's like a masked chess tournament, loads of people playing. And he walks over to them and goes, she's got her phone on her there. And he walks over and disqualifies her. Chucks her out. Absolutely shocking. Joel says, only a matter of time before Haaland scores. I would have taken Nick Pope over Pickford. Not sure about Nick Pope, but I definitely would have had Dean Henderson. Peter Shilton out of retirement over Pickford. Jed Spence about to come on. Rules are rules. I know, but that's a bit sad, innit? Should he wanted a bloody selfie? Yeah, enjoy the picture now. Get out. See, that's shocking, that, innit? Do you not think? Give the girl the picture and then just get on with it. Here's Noosa. Good run. Good defending by England. Kieran says, do you think the FIFA president will get to Argentina v Switzerland in time if this game goes to pens? Where is it? I don't know where it is. Where is it in relation to this game? Pete says all the celebs are out for this match. Yeah, they've all been invited to the World Cup free of charge, haven't they, to make it a proper Hollywood occasion. Noosa, what a shot. Pickford again. Straight at him. Didn't think Tuchel picked players in relegation battles. Didn't Palace finish above Everton? I think Palace finished above them in the end, didn't they? Sure they did. Did they? Oh, no. They finished 15th. Everton 13th. They weren't in relegation battles. How's it going, Femsal? He was playing chess before the game even started. There's a video of it somewhere. If you search it up, if you search Magnus Carlsen getting girl kicked out because of mobile phone, I'm sure you'll find it. She was only a relatively young girl as well. I think she was Asian and she was about maybe 21, 22. Obviously, chess, if you're playing against Magnus Carlsen, you're kind of playing against, the Messi of chess, basically. So it must have been a big moment for her. And to get a little picture with him, Christ. If this goes to pens, England are going out, right? That's what always happens, isn't it? Absolutely, yes, I'm with you. If it goes to pens, England are out. It's in Kansas City, the Argentina game. So how far's Kansas City from Miami? If he was to jump on a helicopter outside the stadium. I mean, it wouldn't be a surprise. I'm sure FIFA do have access to a chopper. I'm not sure I'd want to get on a helicopter, honestly. I'm pretty freaked out by all the accidents that there's been on helicopters in recent years. And I'm sure it's just as safe as an aeroplane, but I don't think I'd ever go on a helicopter. Beckham getting heat stroke in a full suit. I'm sure maybe they've got aircon up there, mate. They've probably got, because he's in the posh seats, isn't he? Swifty says, Norway have been the better side. We don't deserve this. Kansas City. Here's Saka. Good ball. Must be. Oh, that's fabulous defending from Norway. Unbelievable from the substitute. Arsnes. That's incredible. Saka did really well there down the right-hand side. Oh, that was so close. Jesus Christ, yeah. Miami to... it's a 3-hour flight. Yeah, you're not getting it. Absolutely no chance. From Miami to Kansas City, there's absolutely no way he's getting there. Absolutely no chance. It's a 3-hour flight. Yeah. Unless he's got, the DeLorean parked up outside, he ain't getting to the Argentina-Switzerland game. That was terrific from Saka. Did really well. Reece says, wait, is Reece James playing in midfield? He is, yes. Reece James midfield. It's going to be an Eberechi, Eze, corner, right-footed, outswinger, 88th minute. If England score here, the roof comes off. Pushing the back there, referee. Yep. Got to give a push there. And Harry Kane throws the ball away. Let's have a yellow card for that, please, sir. Scouser's helicopter. Listen, if a plane takes 3 hours, a helicopter takes longer. Plane can get a bit of height. Helicopter can't go that high. The subs have made no sense, says Joel. Well, Morgan Rogers about to come on. And he's coming on for Ezri Konsa, who was limping just a few moments ago. Some of the changes, I mean, it's a very, very positive change for England, you'd have to say. Now they've got Morgan Rogers and Eze on the pitch. And Bellingham. So, what does that look like now for England? So it's going to be Kane, Bellingham, Saka. Kane, Bellingham, Saka, Rogers and Eze. Jesus Christ, they've basically, I think it is 4-1-4-1, isn't it? Or 3-2-4-1 almost. Who's at the back now? Yeah, Jed Spence is being asked to play. Maybe they've gone back to it. Yeah, it's 4-1-4-1, isn't it? Reece James has gone to right back. Yeah, there you go. Reece James has gone to right back. It's an old school 4-1-4-1. Kansas City Airport's also on the other side of the city from the stadium. I think you could get away with it if you actually had a private jet or a private helicopter. You could land next to the stadium in the car park. You know, it's FIFA. He's the president. I'm sure they would make some accommodations, but you're not getting there in 3 hours. Bring Dan Burn on. Well, they can't now. They've made all 5 changes. There are no more changes for England. That's a terrible pass. Jed Spence ain't getting to that one. And it's knocked all the way back for Orjan Nyland. Oh, what are you doing? Oh, you silly boy. Very nearly Jed Spence with a late winner for England. I don't think anyone would have had that on the bingo card. Good pressing from Jed Spence. Shahid says Luis Suarez watching the match key. Yes, saw that. He was watching with his lad, wasn't he? His son. Lewis says you've got to beat Switzerland after this, key lad. I'll be honest, I don't think we'd get through here. And I really don't think Argentina go out against Switzerland. Oh, that's shocking defending from Jed Spence at the other end now. And it's cleared away. England looking a little bit ropey. There's 7 minutes of added on time here, by the way. We're 6 minutes to go. Looks like it's going to be going to extra time, this one. And if it does go to extra time, it probably means we're running through to around 1 a.m. by the time we finish. So the Argentina game starts at 2. Lewis says, I'm fuming at this. We should be nailing these, man. They are championship at best. This is why I said I honestly think Thomas Tuchel deserves to be sacked. If England go out of this tournament to Norway, I don't mean this in a horrible way, Rupert, because I honestly do think that Norway deserve credit for the tournament and everything. But if England go out against the first decent team that we've played, I genuinely think Thomas Tuchel should be sacked. If it goes to pens, England will win. Don't be so sure. Locke says Norway were robbed of their second goal. Absolutely robbed, correct. It was an injustice. A total injustice. England diving all over the place. Harry Kane spent the game diving. He tried to claim a dive for the first Norway goal. It was never a dive. And then they've somehow managed to get the second Norway goal ruled out. It was never ever in a million years a foul. Hegum's gone down with cramp here now. 4.5 minutes to go. Once again, Nyland played 7 games all season for Sevilla. He's done incredibly well this World Cup. Well, yeah, I guess you could say that. The fact that he's been out for such a big part of the season has still come back and done well. Fair play. Kane's been poor compared to his usual standards, says Swifty. I think I'd agree with that as well. He's not been involved in the game quite so much. Saying the same as Haaland, if we're being dead honest. I don't think Erling Haaland's really done a whole lot this game. When you need a goal, you bring on your worst player, make it make sense. And Lewis says if we had that England shirt on, we'd all do it, so fuck it. I guess so. Anything to win. Oh, hey. Do us a favour, if you're watching the live, while we've got Norway players down with cramp, help a brother out. I am racing towards 10,000 followers on TikTok. I'm racing to... It's a brand new channel we've made over on the Red place. The Red channel. The Red platform. The Red website. Whatever it's called. The Red video place. Go and find me over there. The Matchday Tavern. Key Thomas, the Matchday Tavern. We're doing a game every single day in the build-up to the Premier League season. And throughout the season, we're live. We did over 500 games last year. If you enjoy these live watch-alongs, if you enjoy chatting football, then give us a follow, give us a like. Help yourself out. Treat yourself. You on OnlyFans, mate? I'm working my way up to it, mate. I am really trying to work my way up to it. That's the next. That's phase 2. Phase 1, TikTok and other platforms. Phase 2. OnlyFans. Phase 3, profit. Out to the right-hand side. Elliot Anderson, good ball in. Header from Bellingham, and again, should probably have done better. Prince Rupert was a light shove, but I guess when you're a Norse god like Thor, you push that hard, eh? That's it. Yeah. It was very poor from Elliot Anderson, I thought that. Subscribe, you bastard. I should really take the... what's his name? Who's the guy from Live Aid? Give us your effing money. Forget his name now. Bob Geldof. I nearly said Bob Dylan then. Bob Geldof. Cheers for the follow, mate. Thank you very much. Really appreciate that. Thanks, Gabrielle, for the follow again. 60 seconds to go. Daniel Bilko said Kane to win it. You think Kane's going to win it in the last 60 seconds or in extra time? Or on penalties? 58% of you in the chat said England would win. Only 8% said it would go to an extra time and penalties. 35% thought Norway. Tell you what we're going to do. We're going to end it there on that poll. I mean, they're not going to end the live. I don't mean that. We're going to end the poll. We're going to restart the poll, and we're going to ask. England win on pens. England win in extra time. Norway win in extra time. Norway win on pens. That's all we've got left, right? Whoa! What happened there? Big claim for the red card potentially. Oh Christ! That might change things. That might change things. Oh, what's he doing there? That's silly from Hegem, innit? Oh, no, actually, I thought he'd pulled him back. No, it's not a red, that. That's not a red. It's not a red. Bellingham's just gone down whinging. Get your votes in. How does the game finish? England win in extra time. England win on pens. Norway win in extra time. Norway win on pens. Assuming we don't get a decider in the next 30 seconds. Andrew says, wait, red card for who? Well, I think Bellingham was screaming for a red card for the Norway defender, but it's not even a yellow card. It's not even a foul. Looked like another dive. That's it. Gabriel's followed Yuki. He dove for the follow button. Oh, come on, ref. Blow up. Put us out of our misery. It's going to be extra time. Yep, there you go. It is. We've got another half hour of this, folks. Lock in. Lock in. If you've not already, give us a like, subscribe, all that good stuff. If you're sticking around for the rest of this one, make sure you've liked and subbed. It's another 30 minutes of football and then probably a penalty shootout if we don't get a separator. I'm unlocking. Nice, Kieran. I hate penalty shootouts, says Sarah. I don't. I quite like them. As a neutral, I enjoy them, but I don't. When it's your team, it's nervy and it's really tense. Is there a full-time quiz? We could do a full-time quiz, yeah. Should we do a full-time quiz? Let me think of a way we can do a full-time quiz. Should we do... I'll tell you what, we'll go rogue. We'll go rogue, right? This is a quiz as determined by ChatGPT. We'll ask ChatGPT to give us 25 answers to this question. Right, I have just asked ChatGPT to give me its worst 25 players in the Premier League by whatever criteria it decides, right? It can choose whichever 25 it wants. So this is a weird quiz because it isn't really a quiz, but I'm going to give you the top 20, well, the 25 players it's just given me, right? Which 25 players are the worst ever Premier League players as defined by ChatGPT? I quite like this. El Hadj Diouf. El Hadj Diouf is not in the list, no. Gabriel Obertan. Gabriel Obertan is not in the list. Oh, he is. Gabriel Obertan's there. He is. Gabriel Obertan is 19th. Hang on. Let me write him down. Let me write him down quick. This is quite funny. It's a quiz, but it's not quite a quiz. So you can all have a whinge if you don't like it. But I think it's a good quiz, that one. As ChatGPT defined, top 25 worst ever Premier League players. So 25. Milton Nunes, Garnacho, no. I've got to be honest, there's a couple that it's named here that I really don't think would fall into this category at all. There's some very surprise names, and its justification for it is very bizarre. But Obertan is 19th. There are some bad ones. There are some really bad ones. There's one. I remember him being linked with Liverpool, and I remember being gutted when he went to Newcastle, because we were very close to signing him, and he went to Newcastle instead, and he was absolutely garbage. Right, there's a change for Norway. Hegham's gone off. Christ, we're going to be straight into added time, extra time here. We might not even have time to do the quiz. We'll do it in between, in the break. Oh no, they're doing the old huddle before extra time. This is bad. This is bad. Right. Prince Rupert, this is incredible for us, honestly. Taking the mighty England to a penny shootout in a World Cup quarter-final. This game will go down in Norwegian history. Bentner, no. Santiago Virginie, no. Garnacho, no. Nunes, Onana, no. Ali Dia is number one. Yes. Ali Dia was number one. Not Curtis Jones or McAllister or Wirtz or Mudryk. Mudryk, you would imagine we should have been there, to be honest. Jemba's there. He's fifth. Not Chiesa. Not Brolin. Not Shamak. How's it going, Joe? Silenzi's there, Swifty. Good shout, yeah. Silenzi is sixth, first Italian in the Premier League, and a complete misfit, says ChatGPT. Jemba signed as Roy Keane's successor, but wasn't remotely close. Not Karius, not Catamol, not Mbemba, not Savage, not Ozil. Trainioni, Fellaini, no, not Victor Munoz. We're off and underway. I think I've overshot it. Do you want me to just tell you them? I'll tell you them. We'll do it. This is as ChatGPT has defined it. Not Oumar Niasse. I was surprised Oumar Niasse didn't make the list. According to ChatGPT, these are the top 25 terrible, worst Premier League players ever. Number 25, World Cup winning striker who scored just once in the Premier League, Stefan Givash. Number 24, I was surprised by this one. Brief flashes, but largely a failed signing. Benito Carboni. I thought that was a really bad shout for 24th. 24th worst ever player in the Premier League. I thought he was brilliant. Massimo Taibbi is correct. He's second. Well done. Norway, clear it away. Not Darren Bent or Ospina. I'm surprised by Benito Carboni. Number 23 was Fabio Rochenbach. Talented but hugely disappointing after arriving with big expectations. 22, it said Denilson. Arsenal midfielder Denilson. Not awful, but lacked the athleticism and influence expected after over nearly 100 league games. Sandro's not a bad shout. Kleberson was 21. Per Kroldrup. Obertan. Then it was Bernardo Corradi. Joe. Afonso Alves of Middlesbrough. Titus Bramble. Jean-Alain Boumsong, Igor Stepanovs, Cisco, Roque Jr. of Leeds was 11th, and the top 10 was Josie Altidore, Park Chu-young, Savio Ensereco, who played for West Ham, Marco Boogers, Silenzi, Jemba. Top 5 is Bebe, Bosco Balaban, Taibbi, and Ali Dia. Norway headed away the corner. Winston Bohard, he's got to be in there, hasn't he? England, far post. Harry Kane heads it back across. Big save. Oh, Saka. Got to head it back in. Far post again, and it's over the head of Mark Gay. Put Yaya Sanogo in there. He was diabolical. Strike. Oh, good save. Must be. Oh, it's there. It's 2-1. Oh, Jude Bellingham again. 93rd minute. He's done it. He's done it. England in extra time. And I tell you what, if Senna Lamons was at fault for that one last night, Orjan Nyland is massively at fault for this one. It's an absolute howler from Orjan Nyland. Huge moment for England. Unbelievable effort there, and it's a terrible save from the keeper. Parries it out, and Bellingham on the rebound. Now Norway have got it all to do. The good thing is for Norway, it's happened early in extra time. Still a long way to go. Row, row, row your boat all the way back home. Great finish. Well read that by Bellingham. Jordan says England are really soccer aid without Bellingham and Kane, aren't we? Yeah, pretty much. Morgan Rogers deserved praise for the strike, but Iron Ireland, what are you doing? Key, you got your save from Norway. Only in 90 minutes, mate. Doesn't count. No, chalked off. I think there was there another save in extra time? In normal time? I don't know. In 90 minutes. Goalkeeper saves. 2 and 1 for Norway. No, well, yeah, I've lost it then. I've lost it. Now, can Norway turn it around? Because I tell you what, I think they deserve it. I think Norway deserve to take this to extra time. We've got hardly any defensive players on. Yeah, that's true. If England's plan now is to sit back, you know, it might come back to bite them on the arse. I do think this one's got to go to pens. I think Norway deserve penalties. They've been the better side for me in this game. They've been really unfortunate to have that goal chalked off in the second half, and probably would look at it and say, well, we were unfair not to win the thing across 90 minutes. How's it going, Mercury? Bellingham has been incredible. Have to say he's stepped up to save us. Yeah. And do you know what? I tell you what, if England were to win the World Cup, I think there might even be more of a claim for Bellingham to win Ballon d'Or than there would be for Harry Kane, believe it or not. They seem to like Real Madrid players, don't they? And they seem to want to make, you know, who's the next icon, who's the next person we're going to put on all the merchandise. And Jude Bellingham ticks all the boxes, doesn't he? He's young, he's athletic, he's a top player. He'll have just won the World Cup. He's playing for Real Madrid. He's got a bit of arrogance about him. He fits all the profile for what you'd want in terms of marketability. That's what they think about in the Ballon d'Or. Key would rather Norway snatch it in the final minutes. No! Key, it was a foul. You can't push people over in the box. Oh, Sarah, come on. You absolutely can. You absolutely can have a bit of a tussle. There's always been tugging in the box. It's one of our famous sayings on this channel, tugging in the box. It's long been a part of football. If you can't tug in the box, then where can you tug? Do you know what I mean? That is absolutely ridiculous. It's normal pushing and shoving that goes on every single corner and every single football match. It's ridiculous that was ruled out, and it was very, very soft. And if it was the other way around, every England fan would have complained. This charming down Norway being robbed. That goal should have stood. That's it. City of North Hill, Haaland bullying people. This isn't the Premier League. Pep can't just hand the ref a stack of oil and blood-soaked money. Six goals in 6 World Cup games for Jude Bellingham this now. That's a hell of a tournament, isn't it? "3-2 this will end," says We're Forever Everton. You think so? What, you think Norway are going to get one back and then England pinch it late? I think it's going to pens. I really do. And do you know what? I think Norway deserve that. That's a push in the back there from Morgan Rogers. Oh. England fans wearing sombreros. England counter to make it 3-1 and then a late Haaland goal. Okay. Well, 7 minutes left of extra time. First half of extra time, that is. Here's Jed Spence down the left-hand side. Temperature's 39 degrees. Says Passport. Good run by Jed Spence into the area. Great run by Jed Spence. Claim for a penalty. He's give it. It's a penalty to England. What a run by Spence that was. And there's a massive, massive claim by the Norwegian defenders here that this one should be chalked off. I tell you what a run that was by Spence. That was absolutely astonishing. That was a great run. Jed Spence channeling his inner Ricky Villa. What a run that was. Was it a foul? Oscar Bob gets wrong side, as does Arjnes. Oscar Bob. Do you know what? That's a dive. It's a dive. Jed Spence throws his right leg across him. Look at that. That's a dive. That's a dive. Dive, 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 dive. It's a dive. Absolutely shocking. It shouldn't be a penalty. Shouldn't be a penalty. Shouldn't be a penalty. I'm sorry. That is not a penalty. Please, VAR, check this one. Go and send him to the monitor. Go and send him to the monitor. That's never, ever, ever in a million years a foul. It's a dive from Jed Spence. That is a dive. ZQXV Key, do you think Bellingham's one of the top 5 best midfielders in the world? No. There you go. VAR check. Correct. I told you it would be. Told you it would be. It's offside slash and not a foul. If he was two-footed and broke a leg, Key would say it's soft and he dived. I'm sorry, mate. That was a dive. It was a clear dive. And that's why VAR are looking at it. It was absolutely a dive. Look at it. He throws his right leg across him. He knows what he's doing. It's a dive. That's a dive. The clearest dive you're ever likely to see. No place for that. Exactly. Look at the way he threw him to the floor. Like, oh my God, you can't say that. It's a very soft penalty. Very soft pen. Book him for a dive. After review. Final decision, no foul. Yes, Norway. Here we go. Salah's famous move. That's it. No foul, no penalty. Excellent decision. Same as what Salah did in the Egypt game. I agree. He went looking for it. Absolutely. He went looking for it. Never in a million years was that a penalty. Terrible from Jed Spence. Ooh, throw in, is it? Going to be a throw into England that time. 1:02. 3 minutes to go in the first half of extra time. At last, some justice for Norway. That's it. Joel says, might stay up to watch the Switzerland match at this rate. Well, you might as well. It's going to be nearly 1 a.m. by the time this finishes. Assuming we do get penalties, of course. Who would you say is your top 5, Key? A top 5 midfielders in the world? I don't know. I wouldn't have Bellingham in there, though. Bellingham's not really a midfielder. He's more like a 10 or a centre. He's more of a centre forward than he is a midfielder. I don't think you can put him in a midfield 3. Not really. More of a 10. How's it going, Julius? Yeah, I think I'll probably watch Argentina. I don't know if I'm going to stream it, though. Wonderful effort. Norway, chance. Claim for handball. It's going to go out for a corner, is it? Yeah, corner to Norway. And I tell you what, there's a bit of a claim there to see. Was there a potential handball? Was there a potential handball? So they're asking the referee, aren't they? Certainly asking. No, hits Gay in the stomach. It's never handball, that. Never. Gamer Guru, I've got to take my lad swimming at 7:30 a.m. I'm going to be floating around the pool asleep at this rate. Swimming at 7:30 a.m. Jesus, tonight. Although I guess it is a Sunday. Is it a Sunday morning? Yeah, I guess so. Easy like Sunday morning. Norway corner. Headed out to the edge of the box. Here's Oscar Bob. Played all the way back. Bit of an unnecessary... A lot of players back for Norway. It's like they're worried about the counter-attack. Any young players impressed this tournament, Key? Yeah, quite a few, yeah. There's been a fair few who've done well, haven't there? I think of Gilberto Mora for Mexico, Manzambi for Switzerland, and lots of players who've stood out, I think. Good ball in. Pickford claims it nice and easily. Best time for my lad is it's not so busy, it's nice and quiet. Yeah. I was going to say early doors, but I agree. For you specifically, I imagine you're just struggling. Oh, what's Tuchel screaming for here? Tuchel having a whinge. Did we get another sub in extra time, Key? I think so, yes. Thoughts on Haaland and Wolf? Haaland and Wolf. Erling hasn't done a great deal. Mats Muller, I think, has real ability and real potential. And I liked him for RZ. He hasn't really done a huge amount at Wolves, but maybe he will do next year. Cameron Riderman says, watching you from the Philippines, Key. Lots of love, mate. I'd love to say some Tagalog for you, but I don't really know an awful lot of it. My mate lives over there. I should really know more. Might need to learn some words in Tagalog. Here's Bellingham driving forward. Out to Jed Spence. Storm coming in, and it's dropped the temperature 10 degrees at least. Great switch of play from England, this one. Here we go. 3 minutes of added on time at the end of the first half of extra time. Anderson. Eze. It's going to go out, is it? No. Keeps it in. Arjnes playing more as an auxiliary right back now for Norway. Offside. Joel says, Key, it's a matter of when more than if regarding Manzambi. Our hopes rely on today's match, but Man U seem to be more focused on Manu Kone. Happy days. I think you will get him. Apparently Aston Villa asked the question, didn't they? And he rejected and said he wanted to go to Newcastle, which I can understand because he probably wouldn't get in the side at Villa, would he? He wouldn't be guaranteed the same play time. Obviously, if you're looking at it from Manzambi's point of view, Newcastle are selling Bruno. They've just sold Tonali. He's got a great chance of starting there, whereas I think at Villa... You know, you look at it and you've got John McGinn, you've got Tielemans, you've got Boubacar Kamara. He probably doesn't really start in that midfield. He probably is someone who kind of comes off the bench and plays bits and moments here and there. So I think he's better going to Newcastle, even though Villa probably in the better shape right now. He would play Champions League football at Villa, but he'll get more minutes and more opportunities to grow at Newcastle. So I think that's probably the smart thing for him. Miley, Stiller, Manzambi, why not? I still don't think you'll get Stiller, but Miley and Manzambi's an interesting one for next season. Ricardo Rodriguez, watching from Trinidad and Tobago. Yes, lots of love to Trinidad and Tobago. Which island are you from? Trinidad or Tobago? Daniel says if this was Harry Potter, Jude would be Ron Weasley. Always delivers. He's a weird-looking guy. It's fine if he's your type, but objectively he looks odd. Like a giant toddler. Who? Haaland. It's half-time in extra time. Vuyo says, hi, Key, you're still going to do the national dish thing. I am going to do something a bit wacky and wonderful for the final, yes. I'm looking at... Maybe get... yeah, I don't know. It's how I get them done. I was going to try and do it throughout the tournament, but it was a problem because as soon as you start showing clips of... Basically, as soon as I started showing clips of the food, the videos got closed down. Ricardo Rodriguez, Trinidad. Oh, you're from Trinidad? Nice. Danilo from Corinthians as well, according to sources in Brazil. We are in advanced talks. See, he knew right away who. When do you think Mainu gets some minutes, Key? I don't think he will. I don't think there's any real need for Mainu to get any minutes. It's the same kind of... Listen, it's only really United fans crying about Mainu. In the same way that it's only really Arsenal fans crying about David Raya not playing for Spain. I just don't think Mainu has done enough for Man United to warrant a start. And evidently, Elliot Anderson and Declan Rice have done enough throughout the tournament to keep their places. I think both are miles better than him. I just don't think Mainu really adds a whole lot to this England side. Saka is like an Asda Salah. An Asda Salah. Surely it'd have been better to say like an Aldi Salah. Hopefully there's another sub for Burn. Need someone with some height on. I think, to be honest, mate, the second half of extra time, this is when managers start to think about penalties and the prospect of penalties. Dan Burn coming on. Yes, it might help England close the game out. But if Dan Burn comes on and he's their last sub in extra time, you'd have to say it kind of probably weakens their abilities to win on penalties because you're going to have to take someone off like a Reece James or a John Stones, both of whom would be much better at penalties. You wouldn't have Dan Burn taking penalties. You're so desperate for Haaland to be English. Abdi Rahman says, Liverpool fans, save Garnacho like you saved Salah. I do think there's a player in Garnacho, I've got to say. Garnacho, for 2 seasons running, I think he got 17 goals and assists and 21 goals and assists as a young sort of 20, 21-year-old winger. Liverpool don't need a left winger, but I'll tell you something. If you said, we've got a player here, if you didn't say who it was, the big issue everyone has with Garnacho is attitude, ego, that sort of stuff. It's kind of the off the pitch stuff. I think if you get Garnacho and you get him playing well, he's a real asset, and that's why Chelsea took the punt. Where did I get that from? Took the punt on him. Chelsea took the punt on him, and I think we'll probably see someone do the same. Haaland off again. No real surprise. I'll be honest. No real surprise. He's not done anything, has he? I wonder maybe Haaland is... if Haaland is just struggling with an injury or a sickness. He's looked a little bit flat, hasn't he? Where's Ivan Toney if, God forbid, it goes to pens? Crikey. Yeah, Jorgen Strand Larsen. Crystal Palace centre-forward on for Erling Haaland. Norway playing mind games with England by taking Haaland off. We don't need him to beat you. If a Haalandless Norway knocks England out, then Tuchel has to go. I'm sorry. Here's Noosa. In the area. Gets the ball in. I tell you what, there is a goal in this for Norway, I'm telling you. There's definitely a goal in it. That wasn't a foul. wasn't a foul. That was not a foul. He's going home for now, but only because of a silly ref decision. I agree, Rupert. I absolutely agree with you. I think they've been hard done by. Throbbing Hood, assuming we win this game, what do you reckon our chances are in the next game? I guess it depends, doesn't it? I guess who are we playing? Are we going to be playing Switzerland, Granit Xhaka, or are we going to be playing Messi, Argentina? Dirty Leeds, it's been a tough watch this, Key. It's not been great, has it, mate? It's really not been easy to watch. I think Norway have been the better side overall. How's it going, Axel? Pete says, why are all these players wanting to go to Newcastle all of a sudden? Are all the good teams full? Oh, that's harsh. Apparently Newcastle looking at this Noosa kid. Hope so. He's electric. Well, apparently Newcastle are selling Jacob Murphy to Everton. Rupert, what do you make of that? Jacob Murphy to Everton. He's 32 coming up this season as well. Ian says, doesn't matter, imagine France against this England defence. Yeah, listen, France or Spain wipe the floor with this England side. The Bobble hasn't said anything. Well, I mean, the Bobble doesn't always report it, but Keith Downey at Sky Sports has said that David Moyes and Everton have made it known that they're interested in Jacob Murphy. Newcastle are actively looking to move him on. He's 32 this season. Oh, Norway unlucky. Good strike from Patrick Berg. Still a goal. There's still chances in this. ZQXV, Murphy shit, one good season, that's it. He would have been long gone if he didn't support us. So Everton fans should be excited then. Here's Noosa. Good football for England. Saka on the run here if he can find him. He's kind of isolated here, Bukayo Saka. That's great football. That's phenomenal football, but a terrible shot. Oh, see, that's where Saka is at his... Oh, that's a great piece of play by Jed Spence. Go on, lad. Hit it. Oh, good effort, Saka. Good save. Oh, my God. England nearly making it 3-1. The goalkeeper, Orjan Nyland, playing Norway into trouble. He tried to throw it out quick to get the quick counter-attack on. And Jed Spence has got... I've got to say, apart from the dive for the penalty... Jed Spence has been phenomenal. Jed Spence has been fantastic off the bench. He's been phenomenal for him. Mikey says, don't want Jacob Murphy. He's shocking. Imagine wanting Jacob Murphy. That's jokes. I thought that was surprising. I really thought Everton, having gone and got Tyreek George, Jacob Murphy would be completely the opposite to the type of player that Moyes would look at. But it is a very Moyes type signing, that, isn't it? You know, kind of the wrong side of 30... can be relied upon. He prefers your Grealishes, your Murphys. He prefers them to your Tyreek Georges and your Tyler Diblins. He doesn't want those types of players starting for him. I think he wants them in the squad, but I don't think he's absolutely made up with them starting. Jude Bellingham about to be subbed off, and it's Dan Burn coming on. Strange change. If Spence was a decent player, this could be 4-1. Well, Jed Spence is another player Everton are targeting as well, you know. Jed Spence, how much would he be worth? Starting for England, getting big moments in the World Cup. Give me a Pap Gay announcement video instead. Can't wait till we're back to Premier League footy and Premier League transfer. By the way, just a heads up for everyone watching, I am going to be doing a Premier League Dad transfer news show. Not tomorrow, the day after. So tomorrow, obviously, is Argentina kicks off in an hour and a half. But Premier League Daddies, we're going to be doing a transfer news show over on there. So if you haven't already, head over to the Red channel, the Red page, the Red website, and go and check out Matchday Tavern and Premier League Dad. Just search Keith Thomas, you'll find both of them. Go and subscribe to both channels. Who's forever Everton? I do agree with that, so we can get rid of them fake international football fans. Jelly, how you doing, Argentina, Key? I feel okay. I haven't got it. I have got it scheduled. It's there, but I haven't got it like published. So what I might do is when this game finishes, I'll go and sit down for an hour, chill out, have a drink, and then I'll see how I feel. I'm definitely going to watch it. It's just a question of whether or not I actually stream it. Have a wee caffeine drop and get bouncing. I can't, mate. Caffeine doesn't work for me. Dress up like Ron Burgundy for it, Key. Go fuck yourself, San Diego. It's funny how you want a team to win like I did with England. When my country wasn't in it, then you meet their fans and you're like, nah, fuck these guys. Exactly. Yes. Yeah, it's mad, innit? It's so easy to just switch it off. But listen, we're not all like this. That escalated quickly. There were horses and a man on fire, and Brig killed a guy with a trident. Moyes loves his older players, no Ferrari, more mobility scooters in the car park. Norway, we've got 8 minutes left here. Cleared out to the edge of the box. Norway have got England penned in. Here's Noosa. Driving at the fullback. It's going to go out on the far side for a corner kick. Yep. Don't even watch international footy. Only come on for banter with you cop-out. Brick, you may have to go away for a while, yeah. Brick, you may have to go away for a while. Lie low, because you're probably wanted for murder. Corner for Norway. Chance! Oh, he skied it! Oh, Oscar Bob. Oscar Knob, what are you doing? That was a massive chance. He's robbed me World Cup. I've got it to you. Might not be pretty, but Tuchel might actually be shithousing a World Cup trophy. No kidding. Oscar Lob, absolutely, and that's why we sold him to Fulham. Gotta do better there, Oscar Bob. 6 minutes before England are confirmed in the World Cup semi-finals. Now I understand why the rest of the world hates England. Oh, no! In fairness, I don't think it's necessarily because of the football, mate. I think there's other reasons. Lovely ball. Strand Larsen, header. Is he going to keep it in, Noosa? It's going to be a corner, is it? No, goal kick. Oscar Bob the Builder would have done better than that. No kidding. A German winning the World Cup with England. See, this is it. I think it's sacrilege. It's shocking. I don't want it. I don't like it. Be the first ever foreign manager to win the World Cup with a foreign nation. So we've got Luis de la Fuente, of course, in the semis for Spain. He's Spanish. You got Lionel Scaloni, probably if Argentina go through anyway. Even if it's Switzerland, Hakim Yakin, or is it Murat Yakin? I can't remember which of the two Yakin brothers it is that manages Switzerland these days. Either way, it's one of the Yakins who manage Switzerland. They're both Swiss. Then you've got Lionel Scaloni, Argentinian, Luis de la Fuente, Spanish, Didier Deschamps, French, and Thomas Tuchel, German English manager. He is the fly in the ointment. He is the one they're not all talking about. Is it going to be the first ever foreign manager to win the World Cup? Let's see. Long way to go yet. Scaloni is of Italian descent. I would imagine so with a name like Scaloni. To be honest, a lot of Italians are. There's a lot of Argentinians. A lot of Argentinian-Italian crossover. Do you remember, what was his name? The Juventus. Oh, Pickford's gone down. Oh, this might be a red, is it? No, it's a yellow card for Christopher Ayer. He's not happy. He's not happy with something there. Let's have a look. I think Jordan Pickford's just been clattered. Wasn't even him. It was his own man. What's Ayer been booked for? Oh, that's madness. That is absolute madness. That's crazy. That is absolutely crazy. Mercury says, I was initially a hate viewer because all I saw in him was the Arsenal hater, but stuck around for all you wonderful people, regardless of who you support. Whoa, 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 hang on a minute. So you didn't stick around for me, even in part? That's absolutely shocking, Mercury. It was me thinking we were just about being friends. Yeah, that was ridiculous, that, wasn't it? This charming Dan says, a German winning the World Cup for England is the only reason I want England to win. You can imagine the disconnect in the shithead press if it happens. Booked for mouthing off, that's it. Two minutes to go plus injury time. We're the first team to stop Haaland scoring in a competitive international game since October 2024. Wow. I mean, again, in fairness, you know, a lot of them games have been qualifiers. They've been like Israel and the Faroe Islands and Estonia. He was onside. He was onside there. Norway have been mega hard done by in this game, haven't they? Phooey. I say keep them in the tournament. Goodness me. Especially when they pan to the England lot. Look at that. Jesus Christ. Keep Norway there, I say. Give them tickets to the rest of the games. Oh, Kane's gone down again. He's chipped a nail. What's up with him? Get up. Yeah, even the referee saying, get up. Get up, you absolute whinge bag. Soft as shite, Harry Kane, isn't he? Have we had a less likeable England captain? Since John Terry, maybe. These officials have been shite in this game. They have really let the side down. Honestly, I think Norway have deserved better. Norway 1,000,000% should be at least taking England to extra time, in my humble opinion. Come on, Oscar Bob, you've got to win that. That's a throw-in for England, is it? Yep. Oh, my God. Norway did admirably for essentially a one-man band. We've not seen too much of Odegaard. I mean, Odegaard kind of... It's been a bad night, hasn't it, really, for Martin Odegaard? I mean, he's rated quite highly on Flash Scores and SofaScore. I think he's got the best rating of any Norwegian player, but I actually don't think he's done that well tonight. Yeah, according to this, he's Norway's best player. I have to disagree. In fact, it's not actually, it's Arsnes. Fredrik Arsnes, who came on for Ryerson on the 60th minute, is Norway's best player tonight, best rated player tonight. Oh, Norway, what are you doing? They're starting to just hoof it now. This is not what you want. Come on, you need to be better. Norway have been incredible. If we lost, I wouldn't have been mad. They've been a top team and had a fantastic run. I also think it is fair to say they've been hard done by as well. Whole game is fixed. How can Norway get a yellow from friendly fire? In fairness, I think it was because of him mouthing off. It was a bad decision for the referee to stop the game when it wasn't anything that Norway had done. So, yeah, for me, I don't think the game should have been stopped. But it was for Ayer mouthing off. Oscar Bob claim for a handball. No, you're not getting that. Last chance this for Norway. It really is last chance. Big last long punt into the opposition half. Dan Burn wins it. And it's a head injury, is it? No. No head injury. Dan Burn with a big challenge. Last chance saloon. No, ref's blown up. He's not even allowing any second longer. England are into the semi-final after extra time. Just as the chat predicted. England winning extra time. 52% of you said that. And it's the England win. England through. And they will face the winners of the game, which kicks off in just over an hour's time. Argentina versus Switzerland. Kim, I've lost all respect for the Brits. Why? What have Wales, Scotland and Ireland done to you? They've not done anything wrong. Prince Rupert, fans have been great, mate. The rowing boat was the image of the World Cup. I absolutely agree, yes. It's a shame. It is a shame to see Norway go out in this way. I think they've been really, really good at the World Cup. And honestly, they'll be back. They'll be back. It's been a long time since Norway have been at the World Cup. I've no doubt at all we'll see them again in 4 years' time. But yeah, Nyland, very disappointed. Look at Norway. Oh, that's a shame. Nyland is absolutely heartbroken. Because obviously it was his moment, wasn't it? The spill, which has put Norway out, basically. But there's always going to be that whole thing there. It's going to be that big moment that they're going to talk about. Was it a foul on Elliot Anderson? I don't think so. I really do believe it was a bad decision from the referee. And I think Norway should have been 2-1 up at that point. And that would have made the game really, really interesting. But there you go. England are through. England are through, and the game goes on. Shame for Norway. Great stream as always, Key. Cheers, Dan. Really appreciate you, mate. Thank you, everyone in the chat. Jelly, 3-star. Rupert, commiserations, mate. Shahid. Key is also heartbroken. I'm not heartbroken. I'm really not. I don't like injustice, and I do think that was an injustice on Norway, I've got to say. City of Northville says, I was much more nervous, or I was way more nervy than I expected, to be honest. True enough. True enough. It's a shame. I really feel sorry for Nyland, you know. I do. Aussie Montgomery says, France v England would be a good final. Hey, we've got to get past Argentina or Switzerland yet. Who's it going to be? Jesus Christ, Sander Berger's having a real nuzzle into Bellingham there, isn't he? Right. Lots of love, everyone. Really appreciate you. Thank you very much. If you haven't yet, do us a favour. Hit like on the video. Hit subscribe. I will see you all tomorrow. Well, I might be back in an hour. I don't know yet. I might be back in an hour for Argentina, Switzerland. Either way, enjoy England's win. We'll definitely be back for the semis. Take it easy, everyone. Ta-da.